this?
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy. Had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar. A straight-up omelet bar. And now look. My former intern's tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Welcome to this Monday edition, broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence on this 2017. Man, holy crap. This is, wow, next week is Christmas. I was going to say fucking Christmas. Is that going to piss anybody off if I say fuck? It's almost fucking Christmas next fucking week. Fucking Christmas. Is that bad? I mean, can I say that?
It'll piss Santa off.
It'll piss Santa. I mean, I've already. I stuck my boots out on fucking Krampusnacht, and then I got my candy. I'm good. None of the kids were taking care, getting carried away and all sorts of shit. We were good to go. I again, welcome. This is awesome. I can't believe it. 2018 is almost gone. Almost gone, son. Almost gone. I want to see everybody hi to the chats. That bird. That's right, Matt Chase. What's going on, man? What's going on, guys, in the chats? We've got some more chats, more chatterings going on. Now I have to monitor like so many chats and so many windows and screens for all you individuals in Mya. We have WTF Nation Radio, of course, and U.S. Army WTF Moments Facebook pages. Now we have YouTube back up. Hey, all you two guys in the chats. What's up, Ross? I see you in there. The Mixer chat, of course. And then Twitter. So if you are listening to us on Twitter, or if you are a follower of WTF Nation Radio on Twitter, then you are listening to us on Twitter as well. So thank you again for joining us tonight. What a weekend. That's me and Spanky. We're shooting the shit right before we decided to air about family stuff happening and family visiting and family hanging out and family in with family. And I tell you what, it's been busy. I tell you what, in Casa and Rancho de Ice or Yellow, it's been freaking busy. It's people just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love family. Don't get me wrong. I love my family. I don't want my family to get upset and all that stuff. Some of them are listening to us right now, looking at me going, what are you talking about? But I tell you what, it's hectic. It's busy. You got a lot of shit to do. You're not used to having friends and family over, and all of a sudden they all converge in one spot to see you. You're like, damn, I got so much shit to do.
Oh, I can't even.
You can't keep up.
I'm like, I like even tried making a list. I'm not big on the list things, but I keep forgetting shit, and like one more thing comes up. Like even tonight, I completely forgot. I had to go look at pictures at my kid's school. Like, why I can't do this shit online like any other fucking pictures? Let me go pick out the ones I want. Click, buy. No, they made it hard. Like, no. I had to go look in person.
Yeah, well, what were you saying earlier? That you had to write a check? Like,
yes.
Someone decided not to go into the 21st century, and they made you write a check?
Yes. I'm like, so I have literally had the same book of checks for probably 15 fucking years. That's how seldom I write a check. Not even like the same box, like the same book, like with what they come like 30 checks in a fucking book, like that same one for like 15 years. That's like, I think the last one I wrote was for a fucking plumber, that came over to my house because his little thing on his iPhone didn't work that day. Yes. So yes, I had to go to the girls' school, look through all the proofs. Like she took like 1,700 fucking pictures, picked the 6 best ones, and then write this guy a check for like $120 fucking dollars too. Like, why are pictures so fucking expensive? Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't. When you said that I had to write a check, think about that right now. There's right now there are individuals right now that do not know how to write a check at all.
I absolutely believe it. Like, this actually came up with some friends of mine's kids. Like, sign your name, and the kid didn't know how. Like, so I even went and asked the girl. I'm like, do you know how to sign your name? She's like, yes. I'm like, prove it. Sign your name on this piece of paper. I made her show me, like, that she knew how to do a signature. It's not just put your thumbprint in.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or facial recognition. Oh man, everyone's throwing highs. Okay. Hi, Steve. Hi, Heath. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Heath. Hi, Holly. Hey, Truth to Army Recruiting. Hey, I already saw you in this Spanky. What's going on, guys, in the radio chat in here? And then, of course, we have Matt, we have Andy, we have Josh, we have Armando. Hola, pues. Bienvenidos en esta radio estación. Christopher, Josh, hey, everyone, thank you. Say hi. What's going on? Oh, there's Darth Terry. Shut up, Ice. Don't talk about me vaping. Just fucking with you, man. What's going on, brother? How you been, man? Yeah, man. You there's people that you have never written a check before. You're right. Yeah, Chris, perfect right there. If you're younger than 28, 90% chance you did not write a check. There is actually a story out right now currently where there's a high school. I don't want to name the school because I don't want that school to get shut down for some sort of gender stuff or something like that. Like, did you assume somebody's a role in a relationship or something like that? There is a school that's out there that has a class. Now check this out, Spanky. This is how dated we are. And some of you old timers in the chats are probably going to laugh too. There is a high school that is having a class on how to write a check, balance the budget, do some quick, small amount of rudimentary cooking, change a tire. Yes, home ec is coming back.
Right? I don't remember learning how to change a tire.
We're bringing home ec back. Yeah. That's where all the chicks were at home ec. No wonder that.
It's funny you say that because when I read this story, that's exactly what several male friends of mine. I took home ec in high school because that's where all the chicks were.
Yeah, exactly. Those electives were always fucking full. No, you could not get. And of course, there was shop. You always had shop. That's always going to be taken. There's always room for room in shop. But when you saw that girl. Oh, hey, is that that girl? Oh yeah, dude, she's hot. Oh yeah, she's in home ec. What pair is she in? Try to get your fucking electives changed and all that. And next thing you know, no, your heart's broken. No, you have auto too, Ice. Yeah, but I want to go to home ec and learn how to write a check. I want to bake some cookies, damn it. Oh, God. Adulting, exactly that, Julia. It's called adulting. Adulting. See, that's the thing. Sorry, kids, if you're not adulting and they have to have a class for it, then that's why they have a class for it. Am I saying that old-fashioned value, old school shit's coming back? That's right. I love it. Oh, no. We're just talking about life. We're not talking about teaching our soldiers financial responsibility. I will say that financial responsibility teaching our soldiers would happen if somebody did not have a good upbringing or didn't have a role model in the family to assist them in that type of mentorship. Then, yeah, I could see us getting involved. But I'm not going to insult my soldiers' intelligence by saying, you didn't know how to write a check. I'm sorry, First Sergeant. I got to swipe it. I got PayPal. I didn't know what fucking PayPal was until a soldier told me. They're like, come on, Top, get with the times. All you have to do is just send an email and money goes in. Really? Yeah. Well, here's $5. Show me how to do it. So he sent me $5 over PayPal, but I gave him $5. I want him to do the test. So, yeah, got a PayPal. Hell yeah. Get some of that cash. See, ICE is going. Well, this was a few years back, but ICE is going. He's moving up in the spectrum of, multi-domain funding and stuff.
I know you can even just wave your phone and tap it now.
Yeah. You just you sit there and look at a phone. You're like, oh, or you hold their phone up. See, pretty soon everything's going paperless. I love it. I fucking love it. I have proof of insurance. You know, I would Photoshop some fucking proof of insurance or something like that if I get pulled over. I was like, yeah, like, excuse me, sir, gonna get you your license and registration. Yeah, sure. Pull up your fucking phone. There's an app for that, and then just pull it up, and there you go. And he looks at it. Oh, okay, good. You know what I mean?
Yes, no, that's happened to me though. Like I've gotten pulled over, like, you know, in the middle of fucking nowhere, Texas, and didn't have a signal and couldn't get my proof of insurance up.
Yeah.
Luckily, you know, he's a nice guy. I'm like, I have insurance, and he pulled me over because I didn't have an updated, you know, registration sticker. I had it. It was in the envelope on my dash. It just wasn't stuck to the damn windshield because, you know, I'm lazy as fuck like that. And so, yeah, I'm like, I opened it up, showed him, like, yes, I do have updated registration. I just hadn't put the new sticker on the windshield.
Well, some states have barcodes on there, and it automatically, it's like the cop will walk up to your registration, and they'll just scan it with the scan. It'll just like hold up your license and hold up your registration, please, and you hold it up, and it's got all your information on the barcode, and it goes beep, beep, and that's it. And then next thing you know, it says, okay, we'll be right back, and then it'll come back and say, oh, your insurance is expired, and you can't say, well, I made the payment. See, that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that too, Terry. I'm glad you like that comment. Now with the way everything is done by email and electronic, you can't make a fucking excuse. But I sent them the money. They got the money. No, motherfucker, they don't got the money. What's up, Steve?
Exactly, and like when you because I live in Texas, and when you renew your registration, you do it all online. They verify your insurance and everything through there because you know it's like you have to do your inspection for your vehicle, and they check your insurance then, and it all goes in line, and then you can redo your registration like after you've done your insurance and inspections first. And then then I go online, okay, renew my registration, put my license plate in, and then it's like it knows that everything is updated. So I'm sure this guy that was in the middle of nowhere, Texas, with a population of 17 didn't have that fancy little thing that he could just scan the barcode.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, but so,
I didn't even have Verizon there.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, if you get pulled over by a cop and he looks like he's got a red fishbowl on top of his car, then you know he's not up in advanced fucking technology. You know what I mean? He's gonna look at you and say, you're just spading. I said, yeah, but I paid my insurance. According to my dispatcher, you didn't pay shit. You know what I mean? And then you're hauled off.
Right.
Then I'm a smart ass too. I'm like, no, I really fucking paid it. Here's my, what is that? Is that one of them telephones? Yeah. Buddy, get in the back of that car. But yeah, but I know my rights. I need a lawyer. Plead the fifth, whatever. And you're like, step out the car, please. That type of shit that would be my luck. I'm not saying I'm one of the guys that do what are those guys that like to argue on YouTube? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being... Look, the cops got you on fucking video speeding, 80 miles an hour in a fucking school zone, and you're asking him if you're going to be fucking detained. Yeah. You're going to be detained. Especially with a rash of fucking kids getting killed. Did you hear about them kids getting killed? Fucking stopping at the bus stops and shit. People just mowing them down all over fucking. It was Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee. Fucking kids getting hit left as soon as school started.
Yes, I did. And I know even out here, like on some of the back country roads, where people are flying, and the speed limit is 75 miles an hour. But, there'll still be kids on the side of the road, waiting for their school bus and stuff. So a lot of people would, when they stop, for the school bus like they're supposed to, and when they're on curves and stuff, they'd stop like way further back than they were supposed to. So people, would, see their car stop. And it wasn't like, they were just trying to prevent accidents like that because, there was that rash of them on the news and everything.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
They would just stop way further back.
Well, I started doing something. I might be on the news because some reporters saw me doing this. So, hey, hello. Persic might be blown pretty soon. I parked I crossed my truck. There's some guys hauling their ass around a bus. They didn't like the fact that the bus was taking its fucking sweet time behind me, going to work and shit. So as soon as I saw the yellow light starting to flash, I diagonally crossed my truck across the lanes of traffic. Nobody's gonna fucking pass me now. I'm gonna just sit there. Well, sit there, see the little youngins getting on off the bus. Because you know what? My youngins, I know I have, my kids, my older kids were they went to the school bus like that. And then I got, baby Ice, when he's about ready to hit the bus, I will be damned if somebody fucking, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine a parent losing their kid over a fucking bus or losing their kids on a bus and shit like that. Man, fuck that.
Especially if it's because someone that's impatient. And trust me, I am the most impatient road raging driver ever. And I avoid school bus routes, because I know.
I mean, don't get
like,
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I just
You
go
know,
a different fucking way.
You notice people are like fucking hauling ass when they see a school bus coming and want to hurry up, like shoot in front of it and shit, like get in the. Oh my god, here comes a school bus. And it's like a half a mile down the road, and everyone starts like running stop signs to get in front of it so they don't get behind it. I mean,
right, but they're not going to hit a kid.
But they're not going to hit a kid. Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I mean, they're like, oh shit, here comes a school bus. Like, and it's always my luck. Every time I see the because all some of the school buses have like strobes, like they're damn helicopters and shit. When it's dark 30, you can see the strobes in the middle of the night, and the next thing you know, you just see the strobe coming. Like, fuck. Yep, I'm gonna be late for work. These little shits are gonna be okay. I'm just gonna stand here. And that's when I noticed a car like getting impatient. It was like getting in the middle of the lane. I'm like, oh, I got something for that ass. And then there was a news reporter talking about that, talking about school buses getting hit. And the reporter goes, hey, hi, sir, how you doing? I'm fucking, hey, what's up? We were just doing a story about blah, 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 blah. And what are you doing? I was like, oh, these fucking kids are getting hit. And I'm glad they didn't use a tape because I was cussing like crazy. I was like, these fucking kids are getting hit. You motherfuckers don't know how to fucking drive. I said, I'm late for work too, but damn it, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. And he walked away.
That's why I didn't get used, because it would have just been bleep, bleep, bleep.
It's probably not to get used.
Bleep, bleep,
well, these
bleep.
And then your sorry soldier was seen crossing the vehicle. He's crossing the lane of traffic. Well, yeah, man, getting out. It's like, oh yeah, exactly. Road Tech in the fucking Mixer chat says the fear of getting behind a school bus and it's about ready to go across the railroad track. Exactly.
Oh, you might as well cancel your day then. You're just not going nowhere.
you were just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Here comes that. Oh crap! And all of a sudden they stop. Or in some states, you have the one that has the bus driver that stops near the tracks, gets out, looks both ways, and gets back in the bus. I'm like, no!
Right? I think that is a law in like a lot of states.
Some of them, yes. You're just like, son of a freaking, you got to goddamn, Yeah, they're also, that's right, Jake. You also have some buses that, I'm not now, of course, I am not being, I'm not absolving completely the bus drivers. You notice there's some bus drivers that look like they take joy in doing that. Like they really, oh look, here comes this, oh you see this truck right here, look, he's probably thinking in his head, he's probably on dispatch going, I got a fucking, a pickup behind me, and it looks like he's in a rush, yeah, he was the guy last week that blocked the right lanes of traffic, I don't give a fuck if he is a soldier, and next thing you know, it starts slowing down. No, please don't, please, oh, you dick. No, but anyways.
I couldn't be a bus driver because I'd be that asshole.
Oh, I would be like, I'd be flipping my lights on, like the red lights all the time. I'd be like, and fucking flipping the red lights on. Oh, my bad. Oh, the arm must be broke. Because, some of them have cameras now that as soon as the activation arm, as soon as you hit the red lights and the arm goes out, a camera on the front and on the side and on the back of the bus is aiming at you.
Yes. Yeah, I read that. And I mean, especially if there's some sort of accident, it's almost like a dash cam that a lot of people have now, too.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just curious. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, running around family, hanging out with family, families hanging out here and all that stuff. Just got to make timetables and stuff like that. And it's, you got families, coming in, visiting, and then leaving and all that. So, like I said, that was the stress in the last. And then, of course, the kids with their massive amount of bounty of gifts that they have because, of course, I love my children's.
Right.
And, man, little shits are expensive, but, I'm glad this year they're actually kind of toned it down. I've asked, hey, what'd you want for Christmas a while back? And they're like, oh, all I want is this and all I want is that. And then, of course, you do the standard parent thing, just overhearing their conversations about wanting something, and then you get it. But
oh, no, I got like a note that updates automatically on my phone whenever, because we have a shared plan, and it has emojis, like a legend and everything, what she most wants, what she would like. What she wants the most, and it's like labeled like from top to bottom. I got pictures, links to where I could buy it online and everything. It was completely organized for me. So
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, my kids are kind of like, they kind of post it on Facebook too. My oldest will. She'll be like, right. Oh, this would look really pretty cool later. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a hint. She's she's good about her privacy and she's really good about that stuff. But I just, I'm just like, okay, I kind of can read what you're subtexting there, what you're subtweeting, sub Facebooking, hidden message. I have to call up Nicolas Cage and decrypt the National Treasure fucking Masonic codes to see what my kids are trying to figure out what the fuck they want. And the next thing you know, and I don't want to get it wrong because I'll see something like that. No, I'll just like joke around, or I'll have it up on a screen on the computer, or I'm working on working from home or something, and my daughter will come by and say, oh my God, Dad, what's that? I'm like, well, just wondering. Oh, that's so cool. That would really be. I was talking about it. I'll get it over Christmas. And I'm thinking, yeah, when? Yes.
Well, nowadays they just got to think about it, and you're going to get Facebook give you an ad anyway. Because they're listening to our thoughts. Like every time I think about anything, it's like, oh, now I got an ad for that. So let me go ahead and buy that for the kid for Christmas.
Well,
They just know.
I have to be careful because sometimes I do help out a little bit as an admin, and some of the jokes or some of the things that come across in the inbox, they'll ask me, hey, Ice, you mind, we got so and so on break, or just like us, we have so and so on break, we're doing something like that. You mind, helping out a little bit? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'll look in the inbox. I'm like, God damn. And I'll make comments outside, out loud. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. And the next thing you know, 50% off on all pocket pussies, or 50% off on dildos. And I'm thinking, new vaping mods. And I'm like, nothing that I ever own, but it's all over my fucking feeds. It's all over like what do they call it? The suggested ads and all that.
Right. Yeah, the suggested ads. And since I've been doing a lot of online shopping lately, I'm getting so many suggested ads and stuff that I would never think to buy too. It's just ridiculous. And I think, especially because then of course I'm buying stuff for a lot of other people right now too. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is never going to go away.
No, it's not, but that's okay. I mean, do it for family. Do it for family. And of course all that. Somebody made somebody made a comment. I like that. So what's the topic right now? I'm lost. And the other comment goes, the kids get the booty of presents, mama gets the booty of jewelry, and daddy don't get no booty. You damn right, Jake. You are damn right. As a matter of fact, Jake, for your participation in highlighting that, why don't you go ahead and PM the inbox at WTF Nation Radio. Do we got swag? Do we got something we need to give out? We got some... I'm sure we got stuff. Yeah, we got stuff. A PM your address, Jake. Get in contact with WTF Nation Radio, not U.S. Army WTF Moments, but WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, and you will just hit up and say, hey, I'm Jake. I'm the one that made a comment about lost booty, no booty, jewelry in the booty, and then we'll get the reference. You see him in there? You see his name? I feel you, Jake.
Oh, I see the comment.
Yeah,
I see the comment. I got his name down. I'll look for his message.
So we're waiting on you, man. We're waiting on you, brother. You got to do send it up. We totally appreciate that, man. God, you're right. Man, works hard and shit to get, what does a man get? What do guys get? Well, I want guns. That's just me. I want guns and Harleys. So, I mean, yeah. Maybe a couple of Xbox games or something like that. I'm a simple man. I sounded like fucking Edgar from Men in Black. I'm a simple man. I just want guns and Harley. It means worlds to me.
And booty, apparently.
I want some booty, please. A man walked in, an old man. Said he wanted some booty. It means worlds to him. Yeah, you're right, Jake. Yeah, what's up with that, man? How come the dad is always, dad is always left out? No one, it's okay. I'm not much of a gift-getting person anyway, so I'm just, whatever. I think it's all to me. Once you have kids, at that point, your days of being greedy, it's all that. It's all to make the kids happy and all that sort of stuff, and your significant others happy.
Others.
Well, I mean, yeah, baby mamas, ex-wives, and shit. I spread all over the fucking solar system and shit. You know what I mean? I'm surprised there's not somebody hitting the fucking main page right now from some fucking quadrant of space, unknown to anybody, that I didn't give me child support. You know what I mean? I'd be like, I don't remember that one. Oh man. But
put it in the ice files.
Yeah, put it exactly. Give it. Yeah, send it to Tinfoil Times. Yeah, you see what you got in there. You're not a dad, Terry? Oh, it's okay, man.
Yeah, you get to still spend your money on yourself now.
Yeah, spend money. Oh, you can hang out with me. You can hang out with us, bro. You can hang out with us. Shit. You're not a dad? I mean, don't you got any kids? Oh, no, you just said you're not a dad. Well, don't you, want to have... Are you married or something like that? You got a girl, you're sitting there, Terry, just hanging out and... I don't want to put your business out there in the streets and other interwebs, because this will be recorded and uploaded to a podcast all around the world, and you'll be listened to about, 100 million times. If you go Google WTF Nation Radio, you'll see the first 10,000 pages are us. So yeah, Terry, do you got any girls? You got any? Just fucking with you, man. Fuck you guys, I'm unfollowing. Love you, homie. Love you. Anyways, so yeah, I'm not much of a gift receiving type of person. I don't mind giving the gifts. I prefer giving the gifts. I prefer making somebody happy. I don't know, it's just because as you get older. Are you the same way? I mean, is that what you did for your kids? What'd you do?
Oh, what do I do for my kid? Oh my gosh. Like I said, it's the same. Like I said, especially it's all about her. Like, and I let her, go shopping for me. Like, it used to be, me and my ex-husband would take her shopping, by herself to buy him something from her. And then he would take her to buy me something from him. My roommate actually took her shopping for me, and she spent her own allowance on it now, to buy me something. That's just what she does now that she's a little more grown, because she's a teenager now. But when she's little, that's what we did. Each of us would take her to buy something for her dad, or for me. That's what we do. But so because it was just always fun for her.
Yeah.
And she had to buy presents for all of her, little best friends at high school now too, because that's the way that's what they do now, and it's all cute. Oh, she had to wrap them all, and she even asked me for a ride to school this morning. I'm like, you're not getting a ride to school just for carrying an extra little shopping bag, because she's always looking for a way to get out of walking to school too, and I ain't having it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Some of the clothes, I'll tell you what, the kids. I mean, their clothes, like when you ask them, hey, what kind of clothes do you want? I have them tell me what their size. Actually, what was it? The last one of the kids I did, it's like, hey, you need to fucking go ahead and go online and tell me which one you want, because I feel creepy as a dad. Just like, you know what I mean? I want this clothes, and I want this clothes, and I want these leggings, and I want this pants, and I want this, and I want that, and I want that, and I want this, and I'm like, here, I'm just going to go ahead and you click that, and then tell me how many quantity of items you would like, and then give me the computer back, and I will hit buy.
No, like I said, the girl sends me actual pictures and links.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't know which one to. I don't know, because the way kids are with their pickiness in their shopping, it's just like I don't want to piss them off and get the wrong thing, and then the next thing I got to make it up to them, send them on a shopping spree or something like that afterwards, because
right.
Yeah.
And different places, their sizing is all different and stuff. Like, no, you pick out exactly which one you want.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you like that show, man. Well, glad you like Tinfoil Times, Jake. That's awesome. See, now make sure you hit up the page. That's good shit. I'm glad you guys liked it. Yeah. Hey, real quick, a recap over the weekend. Yeah, Jerry got zucked. Big time. Like, cut the fuck off. For some reason, I don't know. His show always gets the, I think the subject matter just gets everybody upset. It just gets everybody fucking butthurt and stuff.
Or he's ginger. It could be that too.
Well, gingers have no soul, from what I've been told.
Right.
So, but he's a good ginger. But my point being is that I think he's got soul. But the thing is that it was just weird that he immediately started talking. What would he started talking about before it cut off? He just started. I was listening a little bit of it, and he would just start talking about some stuff. And then he said something about 9/11. And holy shit, everything started getting like choppy. And I was like, oh.
Russians.
Yeah, I know, huh? Fucking Putin.
Yep.
But all the other streams are still going on, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was just we get zucked all the fucking time. So it's not one of those things where we can just like control that. So we really can't control the zuckness when we get zucked on a lot of.
We're probably going to now because we said it.
Oh, and we also talk about going on other platforms to listen to. If you don't freaking like it, then what's up, Ross? How you doing, man? You gotta boof your pants. Okay, it smells like a new car, and here it does. That's one of those things. Like I said, that you just talk about other. You talk about it. Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, I'm probably gonna get zucked right now just for saying, "Hey, don't listen to Facebook." But they did.
Right, we're on Mixer.
We're on Mixer, Twitter, and all that. No, but they brought up a good point. One of the points that they brought up is the reason why everyone thinks about Facebook being the way it is and how great it was and all that, how you could do so much free stuff on Facebook. It's great. How come you know and all that is because they have sold your information. That's why your account gets to do free shit like video chat, phone chats, posting some shit like that because your name, your persona has been sold to other companies for advertise for whatever. So anything that you put in there, that information gets sold by Facebook, which is why Facebook makes money, has an IPO. They're able to fucking be traded on the fucking stock exchange, and why they also have free shit. They took something from you that you didn't realize. Every single text, every single pic, every single message, every single thing in the inbox that you've ever sent, Facebook has it.
And it's not a secret. All of that's in their terms of service. If you
if you read it, If you read it, yeah. If you read it, but the point being is that it was one of those things about the fact that they get your information and they sell it. So you're like right now. If I wanted to talk to somebody right now, you know. You want, hey, what's up, babe? How you doing? Whoa, let's just fucking chat and let's get on, I don't have to use FaceTime on my phone. I can just go to Facebook. Or I can just, you know what I mean? I can use Facebook and use a Facebook phone. Hey, what's up, girl? Oh, what's up? Hey, what's up? Or my parents, or my mom, or my brothers, or my, you know what I mean? Just my brother and sister. Anybody in your family. Free. Why? Because Facebook has sold your information. So you, in essence, have paid for that shit. You paid for it yourself. All you.
Yeah, it might not have been cash, but you still paid for it. You're paid. Yeah, you've been bought. You've been exactly that. You've been bought. You have been bought. So, anyways, going back to what I was saying, it was all that stuff that Jay Reed was talking about. So again, he got shut out like that. Sorry about that. You know, shit happens. I mean, Facebook doesn't like us. Facebook doesn't like us, but they sure love to use us. But anyways, did I say happy birthday, Heath? I did say it was Heath's birthday in the beginning. Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, how old are you, Heath? You're not like you never said. Yeah, it's like you're like 28 years old times.
I think he might be 21.
21 or something like that. I mean, because dudes shouldn't get
power.
Yeah, dudes shouldn't get upset when you're fucking you say age. You know what I mean? if you're listening right now and you're freaking, how old are you, dude? How old are you? How old are you, Keith? Heath. God damn it.
Yeah, one of the Eaths.
One of Heath, Keith, Spieth. How old are you, Heath? ¿Cuántos años tienen? Ándale pues, dígame. How old are you, Heath? Come on, man, throw it in the chat.
Maybe he's already in. Oh, there he is. 45.
45? Aw, he's a youngin'. Oh,
he's a big boy now.
He's a big boy. Oh, now he can write checks.
Or he's old enough to remember writing them.
Oh man, yeah. So again, Facebook owns you. Facebook owns you. Unless you deactivate your account, of course, and then they don't own you. Then you're done. But no, I got some friends and family. They're like, fuck Facebook, fuck all this, fuck Facebook, all that stuff. No. And as soon as they get on it, they're hooked. They can't get off. They're like on it.
My parents got hooked back when Farmville was a thing. And then they'd call me and be like, hey, can you go water my crops and feed my cows on Farmville? And then I got hooked on the goddamn Farmville for a while too because of my parents. So that's how it started.
Exactly.
With my parents.
Exactly.
Now it's like, you need to post new pictures of the girl. I'm like, okay. Since I never put any in the mail that I buy out every year from school, and I never put them in the damn mail. So, yeah, that's how they get their pictures of their grandkids.
Well, that's all right, Terry. Take it easy, man. Have a good one. Don't vape too much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jake, they have everything. Zuckerberg has everything you send. Everything that I've sent, everything that I've received, everything that you've sent, everything that you've received. Oh, yeah. Facebook has them. Oh, yeah. You know what? And that's going to be I want that to be my last will and testimony. Because all the shit, I'm going to have my Facebook stuff posted at my fucking funeral. I'll be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everyone's freaking out. Just kidding. My Facebook account will be taken to my grave due to the fact that I have signed a non-disclosure statement with U.S. Army WTF, WTF Nation Radio, and I would be a betrayer of trust if Daily, hey, what's up? There, and she's speaking in my language. Sí, yo quiero tecate. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you for. She's passing beers out, guys, in the chat. U.S. Army WTF moments. Everything would be fucking hilarious to have your fucking Facebook information, like all the shit that people were like talking about you. You should have theirs. So, like, in other words, I'm gonna have OPSEC Monkey, fucking grab everyone who ever had talked shit about me, and then post the shit that they fucking said about me at my funeral, and then the shit that I said back. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So kind of like troll them in death. And then I'm gonna have two of my closest friends fucking keep my account alive, and then I'm gonna have everything written down that I want people to say.
No, you can appoint like a legacy person to take over your account.
That's what I'm saying. So it'd be like it would be like on so and so's birthday, so and so blah 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 blah, and I would say in death with like little skulls or something like that. Fuck you. Why you're you know what I mean? I would troll you from death. I would have my arbiter of Facebookness ensure that you are written down as, okay, that guy's a fucking piece of shit, or that chick, she's a bitch. Fuck her. As a matter of fact, write this shit down so that way anytime there's something happy in their fucking lives, troll the fuck out of them.
Like, I already know, like, if I'm gonna be at my BFF's funeral and be like, and certain people show, I'm like, she didn't fucking like you, why are you here? I'll be the one to say it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, and it should be just like the fucking scan things that cops do when they want to look at your insurance. You should look here, blip, 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 and it comes up on a big screen. I do not like this motherfucker. As a matter of fact, hang on, I remember that last time I did this and it worked. Alexa, access Facebook. Everyone's Alexa fucking went off at one time when it was me and the fucking Raptors did that a while back. When we activated everybody's fucking Facebook Alexa account, it was fucking hilarious. But no, I would be like Alexa, show so and so, show Ice's conversation about who he thought about that person, and reference funeral attendance. And then Alexa would be like, Ice, yes, said you are a bitch. You do not need to be coming to his funeral. As a matter of fact, when you walk out to your vehicle, there's already a dump truck full of shit pouring it on. You know what I mean? That's what I would fucking say. That would be my fucking eulogy to you, ass. You know what I mean? It'd be like, that's what I would do. I'd be like, I mean, if you were cool with me and we're bros and and partners and shit, and we go way back, and we're teammates and stuff like that. Fuck yeah, man, we're hanging out. Let's fucking do it. Fucking hey, man, there's some pictures of us hanging out, blah blah blah. Fuck, they can do them dead and shit. You know what I mean? So then we're like, I didn't know. I hung out with that person, and then bam, Alexa, reference that individual that is not like the person that Ice was hanging out with. Reference funeral attendance. Accessing. Yes, Ice thought that you are a bitch and hung out with this person just to piss you off. You know what I mean? That's what I would have my shit like that, just like that. So Alexa would be like my fucking troll.
Right. Just have you can even have the little dot size ones, and your friends can just carry it around their pocket. You can, like, have it all on backup for you.
Yeah, exactly. It would be like it would be ready to go. Or I would actually have recorded sound bites. I would have recorded sound bites, and then I would be like, if I'm dying or something like that, and I would say, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. And I would just like list, hey, that guy was cool, we did this, we hung out. Or she was cool, we did this, we hung out. Or hey, he was cool, he this. And then it'd get to like the bad, like the naughty list. Like I'd be like Krampus and shit, you know what I mean? I'd be Krampus at my own funeral. I'd be like, this motherfucker, fuck him. He's a backstabbing piece of shit. May he burn. And oh, by the way, those are my kids. Because you're dead at that point. Fuck. What the fuck they gonna do to you? Even Ice, you hear? I mean, it's not like I'm gonna come up with a conversation at a party. Like, I'm not gonna show up to a party after my funeral when this shit happens. Do you know what happened to Ice? Fuck, man. Fuck Ice, man, piece of shit. He fucking said, fuck that. Those are his kids. You know? No, wait. Did he really say that? But how could he say that if he was dead? He had fucking that bitch Alexa say it. Fuck that dude.
Oh, no. Like Alexa could be there at your wake and everything. When everybody comes, they can come up and like, hey, what did Ice really think about me?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Ocular scan. Please step forward to the ocular scan so you could be scanned. So that way your eyes get scanned. Ice thinks you are cool. Please enter. Because there'll be 2 rooms. There'll be a room for everybody who I thought was fucking cool, and there'll be another room, because, you know, I'll say there's so many people that we have to put people in different rooms. I'll say that. You know what I mean? So Alexa will fucking, like, it will, like, divide the individuals. So that you look into the ocular scan, and then you'll see Alexa will fucking point you to the cool people fucking building, and then Alexa will point you to I'm going to fucking trash your ass in front of everybody building. And then the people that are going to get fucking roasted are going to be seen by the cool people and watch all the reactions happen. You know what I mean? So,
And there'll be an open bar in the cool people.
yeah, there'll be, yeah, exactly. It'll be open bar. As a matter of fact, it'll be just be a fucking tent for the bad, you know, if you're, let's put it this way. If you're going to a kick-ass fucking building and you have fucking somebody like Jay Reddy opening the door, hey, what's up? He's being like your greeter. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, welcome to, you know, hang out there. Go ahead and get a drink or something like that. And you go inside, that's cool. But if you see like just a fucking like a stone path going to some tent with no fucking flooring, with muddy grass and shit on the chairs with the fucked up screen on it, you know where you were at in my fucking life. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, Bailey.
Oh, okay.
Bailey's
we
like,
gotta
nope.
plan this all now.
Yeah, we got to plan this now. Bailey's like, don't be so petty. Oh, come on. I mean, it would be. Oh, but just of
Oh,
course.
this is even just a little bit petty. This is just not even like all the way petty. I can get all the way petty.
Oh yeah. Oh, Bailey, if you only knew. If you only knew. If you only knew. Woo, man.
I can't breathe now.
I know. All of a sudden, you see the USAREC commander show up. Oh, I'm here for the funeral for Ice. Does Ice melt if I'm cremated? No, because I plan on being worm food. I plan on walking around going like a zombie and shit, talking and still trolling your ass when I fucking come up from the dead. I will walk up out of my coffin and say, "You motherfucker! I saw you trying to give me them dead ass flowers and shit." I'll be talking shit. I'll talk shit.
I mean, that's why I can't be, cremated, just in case we get to come back as zombies one day.
Yeah, exactly. Because I want to see some shit. You know what I mean? I want to see some shit happen. Fuck. Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah, you have no idea. Everybody. Yeah. So again, if you go to, and it'll be a party. You know what I mean? What are they gonna do to me about that point? You know what I mean? Nice. You're such a fucking dick, man. Why are you fucking talking shit about me, Alexa? You're gonna look at her. You're gonna look at somebody making a frowny face in the cool group, and you're gonna say, "Alexa, access so and so and so and so. Please provide a retina scan." The next thing you know, she's gonna walk up. Boop. Ice actually did talk about you back in 2003. You were a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You fucking Alexa would get it. Or actually, I would get some of my friends to record their voices and record it into Alexa. So that way it's not Alexa. So it would be like your voice telling somebody to go fuck themselves. Oh. I'm serious, man. Everyone's getting... Yeah, man. See, now you got me in a fucking tangent. Let me get some shit off my chest. Fuck. I got some shit on my chest I want to talk about in the second hour.
I know.
It's fucking... It's a news weekend. It's a news day and shit like that. And there's a lot of stuff happening. And I'm getting pissed off at what everyone's talking about, you know. Fucking it's a lot of stories coming out that will be brought up during Sergeant's Time. So if you listen to Sergeant's Time, that's NCO related, Sergeant related, Army related, military related news and stuff like that. You just tune into Sergeant's Time on Thursdays, and you'll be able to hear some of the stuff. So I can get down into the weeds of the sergeanting, of NCOing. But there are some subject we're going to talk about today as well. Always, of course, news, commentary, and opinion and discussion. We are only discussing. I mean, there's no one, would be friggin'. There's no feelings zone. You just sit there like whatever, just whatever. You walk away, I walk away, and that's it. I mean, that's it. You're not going to change my mentality on some stuff, which is why the next couple stories that are coming up, I think Mixer will ban us.
Oh boy.
Because it's that subject that Mixer doesn't like me talking about that got me banned for a while on Mixer.
All right. Get the draft up the letter. Let's
go ahead. Let's go ahead. Oh, the SGLI, bro. You know, what do you think the SGLI is used for? $450,000 for SGLI, right? Okay, so I only got 3 kids. So you know what that means? 100 grand for you, 100 grand for you, 100 grand for you, 100 grand for you, and the rest will be for a party, like an extravaganza. You know what I mean? I want a body
And
surf.
retinal scans.
Yeah, and retinal scans. Yeah, that's gonna go funding into the machines. But I want to like body surf, so I want you like to have. I want to have like my casket up on the fucking stage while Slayer's playing or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or have fucking or have a hologram of Tupac up there fucking doing some Tupac tunes and shit. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah! I want to have something like that. Coachella, or Croakchella, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
or instead of Alexa telling everybody off, you can have the hologram of Tupac telling everybody off.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on Thursday, Jake. We're gonna talk about that on Thursday. Jose's story in the drill sorts. That's just fucking crazy, man. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. We're talking about that on Thursday. But yeah, have it like that. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, let's go ice. You know, you got fucking. I want Dave Chappelle to come out there and do my eulogy and shit. And, go, gotcha, bitch. I want him to talk shit. I'm Rick James, bitch. And then fucking have me out of my casket. And then you know how when like fucking punk rock concerts or death metal concerts, the fucking lead singer goes out there and stage dives and everyone's carrying up.
Yeah.
I want you motherfuckers to do that with my body and shit. Just fucking, all right, we got the ice launcher coming out and then boom, my body goes out. Motherfuckers are carrying me out.
Oh my God.
Stage cut, you know what I mean? Fucking like that. You guys want a piece of my fucking clothes? I don't give a fuck. Fucking take it. Oh, I got a piece of ice. I'm gonna take all that shit. I don't care. WTF Nation Radio t-shirts for everybody who in attendance. Fuck. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be all fucking mopey and stuff like that because you can't control that stuff. You can't.
No, you cannot.
So why fucking be all mopey? Have great memories and stuff like that, I mean, no testimonials, please, because, it's a party. It's a fucking concert. Because I don't want nobody to say, oh, well, Ice is the father of my 15 children. And, well, probably true, but, it's a party to celebrate. It's a celebration, bitches. You know what I mean? Cold-blooded. Yeah, exactly. With the ice launcher. You damn right. That would be like the fucking finale. My fucking casket gets launched. Fucking, the 82nd, or we'll have fucking, we'll have some of the M109s and shit. Red Leg will fucking fire the lanyard. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah. And then have a fucking, like, Chinook fly over or something like that and pick my casket up and then take me to my, I wanted to, it's supposed to be a celebration for shit like that. And that's supposed to be Moby. You're not supposed to be celebrating the life of somebody and all that. Now, of course, obviously, it's sad to go and sad to see somebody go for something like that. But, you gotta be, it's the reality of that stuff. I'm getting everybody all laughing right now because the next subject's going to piss a lot of people off.
Right.
So I'm getting some people going to get people upset on my mentality on what I feel about death and when it comes to certain stuff like that. Because again, the mentality that I have on certain things when it comes to life and death is a little bit a different perspective of it, I guess. And I don't want nobody to fucking sit there and go, hey, hit that shit on the phone. The bullshit. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah.
I don't think if you make someone say this is bullshit at least once during your show, then you
Yeah.
haven't done
Oh,
this right.
I know. I mean, the same.
Whether it's the ice launcher or what's coming out.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah. Or fucking me being fucking. What are they? Body surfing and shit. Fucking ice, bro. Even in death, he fucking stage diving shit. You see that? Fucking. Fucking the lead singer of Cannibal Corpse. Fucking ice, go ice. You motherfuckers get ready to get a WTF. Fuck yeah. I want to play some Cannibal Corpse, man. I wonder if Cannibal Corpse. Fuck, can I play Cannibal Corpse on here? Fuck. I don't know. I don't want to get fucking. I don't want to get it zucked. Because I noticed now that a lot of stuff that we've been playing has been getting zucked because Zuckerberg has been whatever. But anyways, so we're gonna take a break because I'm all amped and there's some subjects that I want to talk about. They're gonna get everybody pissed off. They're gonna be riled the fuck up. I am going to ice tray. He's fucking. Thanks for the jokes, guys. Okay, we can stop talking about ice jokes. What am I gonna look? Ice tray. Good one. But we're going to talk about some stuff that's going to get people pissed off. It's going to get everybody all riled up because there's a lot of things I'm talking about taking back. And it's you, men. Us, men. So Spanky, of course, this is not anything that I say, of course, has nothing to do with what I'm going to say about, but it's just one of those things that pisses me off. The guys need to fucking start doing some shit because, hey, sorry. It's one of those guy things, man. It's just, I don't know. Tired of getting beat up about that shit. Tired of getting beat up for being a guy. Done. So, anyhow. I almost blew my earphones out saying done. So it's getting pretty loud. I gotta fucking turn down the shit. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back for part 2 of the Monday edition, broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. I work and I sleep the day away. Like you, I have pain, and like you, I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year? Will I make it home alive? Should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know I'm breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier. Green beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see the day. In the constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight. Your peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media portray me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat. They spew evil words. If you are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back for part 2 of the Monday edition. Flash, if everyone's asking me about where Flash is at, he's running around doing some stuff, and he said he may or may not be able to make it, so that's why you've been hearing more of the Spanky hanging out, and once in a while we get some of the members of the front desk to come out and participate with us too as well, just for chit chat and stuff like that. First started being a host on WTF Nation Radio, I used to do 3 hours by myself, so I could look at a fucking inanimate object and start talking to it. You know what I mean? That's how many personalities that I have. So it doesn't matter. All right. So there's a bit of confusion going on right now in the world. It would seem that everything's an outrage. Everything that you do or say is an outrage. Thank you, Cause, by the way, for that awesome soundbite. Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is the express opinion of the person that said it and does not represent WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments. So, again, this is moi, to say, good job, guys. I see that you're doing a kick-ass job. Men, I appreciate you men for being men. Currently, a man competed in the Miss Universe fucking pageant and represented Spain. So good job, dude. Yeah, a transgender individual representing Spain competed in the Miss Universe pageant. I think Miss Universe or something like Miss World or something like that. It was a pageant. Hey, look, I'm saying as a man, good job. I'm using this as complete sarcasm, but once again, men is showing women that they can win contests now. They can even win their contests. You see how that sounds, women, when I say that? You see, now men can compete in your contests, and we can win those contests. I brought that up in conversation, and people lost their shit when I said that. You're being so misogynistic, and you're being so your toxic masculinity. I'm thinking it was a guy first, okay? If you start throwing the names of Tango Golf transgender in the mix, then of course you're going. Now, of course, I'm going to get banned by fucking Mixer because I made a comment. This is purely opinion. The world is getting so confusing on what the hell is supposed to be a contest that was meant for women originally, and now men are competing in that stuff. I don't want to say that this is illogical, but it's very illogical that a man competes in a woman's event. It's funny that nobody wants to include that we're an inclusive, it's an inclusive contest and all that, but then everyone makes a big deal when women aren't the top level CEOs or top level executives in Fortune 500 companies. I think if it was a guy that decided to be a woman and was in a Fortune 500 company, would you still have a complaint?
I just want to flip the fucking desk right now.
I'm just saying, would you have a complaint? Because think about it. Because originally it was a contest that was meant for women. That was meant for women empowerment, to show women beauty and all that. You got to remember, Miss World and the Miss Universe contests are so different than our Miss USAs. Because, Miss America and all that, that's just Miss America and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's us, okay? But Miss World and Miss US, Miss Universe pageants, they have women there with multi-degrees, doctors, biologists, teachers, professors, and all, speak multiple fucking languages and shit. And, we have that one girl from South Carolina that was the Miss USA. I believe that the reason why there's poverty in America is because nobody in South Africa knows how to read a map. Remember that one? Everyone was trolling her about that stuff. So the same thing. So now we've gotten to the point to where a man. It's okay. Look, I don't know. I got to keep up with the lexicon and the lingos here. A man who wants to be a woman or dresses up as a woman is transgender and what used to be known as a transvestite. The term transvestite doesn't mean anything more, right? That's kind of like out the window. It's a social faux pas to say that. So when you hear a transgender woman as a man, I immediately think, okay, that was either a woman that wants to be a guy or a guy that wants to be a woman to compete in a woman's contest that is normally named for a woman. However, now, due to the fact that toxic masculinity is being thrown out in the world and how men are being treated like fucking dogs, a man just showed up to a woman's fucking contest and beat your ass. That's the way I see it. That's really the way I see it. It's confusing to the point now where you don't want to piss off nobody now that things that were generally meant for a specific gender to be, because I guarantee it, I would not win, my ugly ass would not win the Miss Universe pageant, okay? They'd be like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? And if I started saying immediately, okay, as a guy, you'd be like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you up, you fucking old fucker? Get the fuck off the stage. And I say, I'm a woman. Nobody would say fucking shit, even though I don't look like a woman. Everybody would be like, everyone's fucking, wow, the comments are fucking going crazy. Hang on, let me see if we can still got a signal up in fucking Mixer. So that way, here we go. Okay.
All right, so far so good.
So far so good. I'm looking at Mixer. Mixer is the litmus test. So normally, I won't get any admin notes or any comments or something like that. Oh, thank you for sharing us. Appreciate it. So normally that's good because usually I got everybody cool and stuff like that. So if I looked at said individual, the said contestant, and it I guess could look like if you say, no, Bailey, you can't tell if I'm impressed or disgusted. No, Bailey, no, you have me wrong. I'm just letting you know. I mean, of course, I'm being sarcastic. Letting the women know that believe that men suck. And men are toxic with their masculinity, that a man competed in your contest, women. Everyone should be like going, wait a minute. Like the UFC fighter, the MMA fighter that broke the orbital and busted that one chick's face because it wasn't a chick that beat her up in the women's class. It was a dude.
Well, on the physical level, I really can't see it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for the Miss Universe, Miss World, fucking Miss America pageants, it's not physical. You know, it's not a physical competition where strength has anything to do with it. I really don't give a fuck. If they want to let them in, you know, transgender, you know, whatever the correct terminology that I'm supposed to use today that I didn't get a memo on daily.
Yeah,
because I think I need
yeah.
one
Well,
daily.
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So I don't get it. Everything's stated on WTF Nation Radio. Right. No, but my point being is that it confused me. Everyone's asked me if I'm impressed or I'll be honest with you. If you are a dude and can transform yourself into a woman that other guys would, if you had not known it was transgender, you would go, oh yeah, fuck yeah, vote that chick in. Vote her in. Good job. You have fooled everybody. You have used military deception and and propaganda to make you look like what you say you think you are. Okay? I cannot get an engine of a Corvette, shove it into a fucking Chevette, and then say that's a Corvette because the Chevette thinks it's a Corvette.
No, I agree, but that, you know, but it's just a beauty competition to me. You know?
Well, I'm just it's not just a beauty competition. It's also been in other places too. It's been like rugby. You see that fucking the weightlifting. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, see, and now those are more physical competitions, like you know, where the transgendered person, look at me trying to be politically correct for once, would have an unfair advantage, whereas in a pageant they really aren't. They actually, if you'd ask me, they'd probably have a disadvantage, but you know, because they are, you know, they've changed it to where they're not just beauty pageants. I guess they're supposed to, you know, they supposedly have gone through changes to make them where they're not objectifying women, that you're not just say who looks hottest in a fucking bikini. You know, and they can say more smart things and not like, oh, South Africa's not on a map or whatever the fuck that South Carolina chick said, you know. So again, like I said, I really don't care. You know,
no, I'm just starting to say that
but
now.
I see where your point is.
Yeah, I just starting to see it now that if you're trying to breed this, no pun intended, because they can't breed. If you're trying to breed, think about this. I'm like, think about that. Yeah, it's a good conversation. You know, good job. You're talking about breeding. Dad, I like chicks. That's what I'm talking about, son. Let's go out and let's go. Where do you want to go hang out? Let's go. You know, I need to know how to court women and blah, blah, blah. And awesome. Yeah, let's go. So baby Ice grows up and he sees a woman that he's totally 100% attracted to. Totally fucking wants to have kids, wants to have a family, and baby mama's just like his old man, right? And you're going to dupe my kid?
Oh, absolutely don't think that they should, or, you know, in any way, shape, or form. Like, or even, like, I guess me, for instance, you know, even when I first started dating again, I was still, you know, able to, in childbearing age and everything else. That was like the first thing that came out of my mouth. Not like very first thing, but very, very soon. It's like, I do not want more kids. It was like,
no, I understand that, but if it's established, but if you have, but if you have established relationship and you say, hey, I want kids, or you don't really give a fuck if you have a kid or not, or you would like to have a kid someday, you don't want to be surprised after the wedding, after everything else, after the funny whatever. That's kind of that's a weird shaping looking thing, but okay, I can deal with that. Maybe she's like deformed or something. You know what I mean? Maybe you're kind of like, maybe something happened that I don't know about. You know what I mean? Maybe she got an accident or something like that, right? But and the next thing you know, fucking, you don't want to have kids, and you as a man, I mean, when I was dating, the same thing. You, dude.
Well, I think of a transgendered male, female person, I guess we'll just call it a person.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'll do. That should be probably something that's said maybe within the first 24 hours of meeting someone.
The first 24 hours, it should be like immediately.
Okay,
if you're in a bar.
Well, if you're going to be.
You saw that movie.
If it becomes.
You saw
way, shape, or form that you're going to be more than friends.
Yeah,
so
well, I mean,
it could be within the first 5 minutes, first 10, you know.
Okay, maybe that. Yeah, well, I mean, if you kind of know if it is something like that, because alcohol sometimes is a social lubricant, and you know, you see something that. You know, you look at somebody like, oh shit, Vivica Fox, oh snap, whoa, you're like, hell yeah, baby, what's up? What you doing, girl? Get some of that. Oh hell yeah, and then you take her home and she looks like Arsenio Hall from Coming to America. Fuck that.
Well, if you're taking her home, yes, then it should have come up, but you know, not like the first thing that comes out of your mouth, like, hi, my name's Vivian and I'm transgender. That should not be the first thing they have to say.
Then why not? Why not? That's fucking see. That's like as bad as fucking putting filters on your fucking face when you're fucking, hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? And next thing you know, why the fuck you got rabbit ears on your fucking head? Let me see your face. Next thing you know, no. Take them sparklies around from your fucking head and stop looking so blurry. Let me see your face. Why are you stalling here, man? Why do I got fucking, I got these fucking snap filters of fucking, what are you doing? What is this? Your eyes aren't that color. Fucking let me see them shits. Sorry,
I do too have puppy dog ears. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck's wrong with your nose? But don't you not think it's not fair? Well, don't you think it's not fair? I mean, I don't know. What's the transgender's point of view about this? Do you think it's not? Do you think it's unfair? No, I'm saying, as a transgender, did you think? I'm asking the transgenders out there. I'm asking those who think who they are or not. Do you think it's fair that you have to disclose that to somebody who is not? I mean, I would think it's fair. I mean, it would be required. I mean, like something saying you have HIV, because then people are going to say, oh, no, I actually think that people who have transgender have HIV. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that would be something like your age. Yeah, exactly that. See, there you go. Your age. How about that? So, how old are you? I'm just like, no, really, how old are you? And what's with your voice? You smoke a lot? You fucking drink Jack or some shit like that?
Again, it's like I said, this is all stuff that'll come up, but it doesn't have to be within the first 30 seconds.
No, it doesn't have to be. No, it doesn't have to happen. But it just makes me mad because it kind of destroys. It destroys it kind of chips away at the feminists' fucking mentality of toxic masculinity when you're having somebody. The only way a guy will be ever accepted into that world, even though physically, because women always complain about that shit in the job market. I mean, I'm not saying complaining, but statistically, and you see in the news, the women workforce. One of the main things they say is that the disparity between disparity between sexist and pay and all this other stuff. I got that shit, okay? I got it. I'm not talking about the gay. I'm not talking about gay or anything else. I'm talking about individuals who are transgender that are undergoing some sort of change within their bodies physically. They don't talk about stuff. They don't talk about the stuff. Well, you used to be a man. Could you imagine fucking getting in an argument with a transgender person and then he beats your fucking ass and decides to become a man then? You know what I mean? Hey, honey, I'm going to take the trash out. Why don't you fucking take the trash out? No, I'm just going to say, take the fucking trash out. Motherfucker, all of a sudden you got a deep voice? What happened? I thought you were a chick. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? All of a sudden you're talking like a dude and shit. Oh, you want to raise up and throw fucking hands? I thought Ice was dating a chick. I don't know. Some dude looking like Arsenio Hall in the front yard. But don't you think that should be disclosed? Why not?
Well, obviously it should be disclosed. I know, I completely agree with you, but I guess I just can't see exactly when. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, it will be. I guess in my opinion, I would say if I was one, the way I think, it would be like as soon as you started flirting with me or hitting on me or something like, I have a dick. I don't know.
How would you say that?
I don't know. I guess because I'm not one, but that's just the way because I'm pretty blunt and honest. Just want to throw that out there.
It was like so much modulation. Sorry, man. I'm laughing and screaming in the mic. Oh, my bad. My apology. I was just getting riled the fuck up. So let's go on something else. So now all of a sudden, you're complaining about guys doing better than you, and how come there's not a women's bracket, or how come we should compete in the same thing? Then okay, fine. Now you're competing, but then all of a sudden a guy comes in who decides, like I said, I walk up and I want to compete for the Miss Universe competition. Sorry, sir, you can't compete. Why not? Because you're a guy. No, I'm not transgender. And looking the way I am, all hairy and shit. Fucking. Not all looking like a woman and stuff. I'll just say I'm a fucking transgender woman. Well, I'll just say I'm transgender. I want to win a contest. You guys got fucking trips and fucking cover in Vogue magazine, stuff like that. I want a fucking modeling contract. I want that money. Why not me?
Well,
where's that masculinity then?
Go on, put on some makeup and go in.
No filters. No filter. Natural. Oh, natural.
Or, in there like Mr. Universe, like Arnold Schwarzenegger used to go, I'll go build some muscles and join that one.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be easier than me winning.
Exactly. But that's my point, though. I'm just thinking, it makes me mad, and it kind of chips away at the argument about toxic masculinity and how men are trying to take over everything. But you're letting a man, somebody who is being under the guise, there's some, I guarantee it. I know there's some ladies out there. I know it. They just don't want to say it because they don't want to get fucking ostracized in fucking in society by saying this. That they probably look. That's a dude. Like, how dare he compete in a women's contest? You know what I mean? I just.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there are.
You know, it's kind of funny how everyone accepts that type of shit, and just fucking like it's no big deal. And then when you say there shouldn't be no Miss Universe contest, and you motherfuckers would like jump all over your shit for it, they'd go nuts.
Again, it's just one of the things. It doesn't affect my life. They want to have a Miss Universe contest, and they want to let transgenders in there. I don't give a fuck. Like, dude, y'all do you. Again, if more people would just think like that, well, then hell, we probably wouldn't have anything to fucking talk about because everybody's fucking happy because they're not worried about what the fuck person next to them's doing. They just worry about themselves.
Like, yeah, mind your business. Yeah, mind your business.
Exactly.
Mind your business.
It's not hurting you. He wants to dress up with like a chick.
Yeah.
It's not bothering you. And he tells your son when when Baby Ice is growing up dating, wants to get married to a woman that can have his babies.
He's gonna come home with his heart broken. He's gonna come home with his heart broken. He's like, Dad, I was hanging out and blah 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 blah, and he's gonna tell me, and it was a dude. At that point, I wouldn't know how to. How would you? You can't just like go. Did you beat his ass? What did you do? You know what I mean? You can't. What do you do? What is the what's the consolation factor about that? How do you console someone who's been duped like that? You know what I mean?
But see, that's just it. That's not going to happen because everybody's worrying about themselves, and they're said dude is going to tell Baby Ice when he's grown up, Baby Ice, hey, as soon as Baby Ice starts saying hi to him and stuff, like as soon as that person realizes, hey, you might be interested in me, he's like, hey, I'm a dude, so Baby Ice is going to move on with his life before he have a chance to start caring about said person. So it wouldn't happen that way.
Oh my God! I can just
see.
See, now you're trying to
look at me making sense.
Why are you trying to make sense? And how come you're not out there talking about? Then okay, cool, fine. Then then I don't want to hear anything about genital mutilation anymore either. Then.
But no, see, that's just it. They're taking that out on other people, so they're not just worrying about themselves. They're mutilating somebody else. So if they would just worry about themselves, they wouldn't be mutilating anybody else.
Oh my God. My point being is that it kind of destroys your argument if you're talking about guys wanting to fucking do this shit like that, and then the next thing you know you're doing guy you're I don't know, it's just like like I said, it's like seeing John Cena in a wig in a you know what I mean, you just, what are you doing here, dude? John Cena, I mean Josephina Cena, da, 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 da. You're like, right. Dude, you really, why are you here? I want to win. Oh, yeah. That's all you have to say. So good job once again for society to let everybody know that once again a man can take your fucking, well, a man will and can take, given the opportunity, your competition. So sponsored by men, broadcast live from WTF Nation Radio, December 17th of 2018, broadcast live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. Hey, you do you. You do you. All right. Well, the next story has kind of got me fucking pissed the fuck off again. I need to get some shit off my chest.
Shocker.
Know,
You're
man.
pissed off.
No, it's not. Why does everybody think I'm pissed off all the time? I'm not fucking pissed off all the time. Shit.
Just been in a bad mood for 20 years.
Just been in the bad mood for almost 30 fucking years of service. Shut up. Get on my grass. There goes Simon. Your ice. He wants to smoke again. I'm that sort of major. There was a story that I read about a guy, a Coast Guardsman, who was having a domestic dispute with his wife. And in that domestic dispute, he kills himself, his 7-year-old son, and his wife, and then he shot his little girl. And the little girl survived. Everyone wants to talk about him being a vet and all this other stuff. And this is I'm going to piss you off Monday. Flash is probably like fucking hauling ass trying to get home because he's a PAO and he wants me not to fuck up and say the wrong things to get banned. But if you pull some shit like that, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't. If you're a wife beater and obviously have had abusive tendencies to your spouse and you do that shit, and you kill your kid and your wife because you couldn't fucking be a man and handle something, and then you kill yourself like a fucking coward, I don't feel sorry for you. I keep telling you guys about my stance on suicide, okay? I will help as much as anybody can, and I will fucking talk you out of it. You will disappoint me and piss me off even more if you take your own life when I've been trying to help you, when it's something that we could have worked it out. Every day has a mission that you have to plan for yourself. Plan your mission every day. I remember when Tim Clun was on here, we were talking about the reason why a lot of people take their own lives is because they're so used to being given a force-fed lifestyle, and then you just don't plan your mission out. You don't plan your day as a mission. You don't tackle every day and go get to it. You don't ruck up and fucking move out. But once you have passed the point where you take somebody else's life and then you take your own life because of that, bro, just walk the fuck away. I'm telling you, all you guys right there that listen a lot, that you guys know who I am, that have reached out to me and I've helped. And you know how my stance on this shit is. If you have a situation where you think that killing yourself, all you're doing is it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. That's all it fucking is. A permanent solution to a temporary problem that probably was not a big fucking deal when you were arguing with that individual to begin with. Or maybe they're just not into each other anymore and you walk the fuck out. But you kill a fucking 7-year-old kid, your son, and you attempt to kill your daughter, same age, about the same age, and then you kill your wife. And of course you shot the mother-in-law. Now, I'm not saying that not all the mother-in-laws need to be shot, but I'm just saying in this case right here, I'm kind of throwing a joke in here, but in a situation like that, you diffuse yourself from that and move the fuck out. It's time to move the fuck on. Move on with yourself. Don't fucking take your life and then expect me to feel sorry for you because you capped your 7-year-old, shot your fucking little girl, and then you fucking, and she lives, and she's alive right now. And then you fucking kill your wife, and then you kill yourself, and you want everybody to fucking huddle around you. Oh, he had demons, he had problems. Fuck that. All because of an argument. A domestic dispute. I challenge anybody that's hearing me right now that if you have an issue, you have anything that has to do with a life situation that you think you need to take your life, shoot the shit, fucking give me a buzz. Or hit me up on the fucking book, and hit me up on the fucking, WTF Nation Radio, or hit me up on the main page. Look, hey, we have individuals on staff that can walk you through some of the situations you're probably not realizing won't be a big deal after all. As a matter of fact, some of the people that we've assisted, some of the people that I've helped out Doc Madness with or something like that, have ended up realizing, fuck, man, that was stupid. I was going to kill myself over that, and then we joke around. You know how vets are. We all fucking joke. We have a morbid sense of humor. Fuck, we just talked about me fucking getting launched from a goddamn, cannon into a fucking audience. But before you sit there and say, oh, he's everyone's like, oh, well, he's got issues, and they've been having, we were deeply saddened by this tragedy. What? The only people that you should be sad for is the kids and the mom, the woman. Those are the only people you should be sad and say that it's a tragedy for. The dude that did it and then killed himself, I don't feel sorry for you, dude. At all. Don't sit there and fucking say, oh, wow, fucking, you have an issue, and then all of a sudden you get, don't get the ass, don't grow a fucking beard and get pissed off and say nobody wants to fucking help you when you've not come out and fucking asked for help. No one's going to read your fucking mind. And if you close yourself off, no one's going to know that you need that fucking help. I'll help you. There is nothing wrong with having that fucking heart-to-heart at all. I will not disrespect you any more different as a female or male veteran. If you say, hi, man, I got some shit going on and all that stuff. Again, I mean, I might break your balls a little bit. You don't know how to write a check, bro? It's easy. Fucking call Spanky. She'll help you write a check or something like that. I'll diffuse a situation like that. But to take your fucking, your wife, your child, and then your own life, and then expect everyone to fucking rally around you? At that point, I'm not. I would rather wear pinks and greens and shit like that than trying to honor you for doing that fucking stuff. Fuck that. I'm not going to honor you. What I was saying about men taking your shit back, a lot of the suicides are being done by fucking men. I get it. There's some situations in life that you're going to fucking want to think, fuck, what do I fucking do? But taking your life is not going to fucking solve it. Everyone's like, oh, Ice, you have it all good. You have this. Nah, you don't even fucking know me. Okay? Some of the stories that if people have read the inbox when I'm assisting somebody like that, you'll be shocked. You'll be like, damn, dude. Or some of my friends and family that do know my story. Hey, I got plenty, dude. I got so many fucking ex-wives and baby mamas and all this other stuff. I got plenty of reasons if you wanted to use that mentality of why I would do that, but don't. My comments about how I feel about this is not saying that I don't think that it's bad for the 22 a day, and I don't even subscribe to that stuff. I don't. I remember there was it a year and a half ago that one person called me up and accused me of fucking making, well, it was me and Redleg on air or something like that. Somebody accused me and Redleg of fucking, and Redleg went off on that dude on air because he was fucking accusing us of saying that we want to make people kill themselves. Was that like a year ago, right? Or something like that.
It's been a little over a year at least.
Yeah,
I do remember.
Yeah, and the guy went off on me and then went off on Redleg because we were talking about the same shit. Yeah.
And I completely agree with you. Especially, when you pull the trigger, on your family first. I have absolutely no sympathy. None. Zero. You're not someone that just committed suicide to me. You're someone that's a fucking murderer. And that's the way I look at it first.
I want to know what the domestic dispute was that have gotten that guy so fucking pissed off. Because a lot of the things that happen in the commands usually, and here's another thing too, in case you hadn't noticed, there's something wrong with the way we treat behavioral health in the Army. I don't know. Have you been reading fucking Jose's stories lately? Holy shit!
Oh yes, and he's typing away probably as we speak.
Damn! Oh, I know. He is, dude. I've some of the stories that he's putting out. I've never. You notice that it's gotten like he's getting serious about a lot of shit. He's not. It's. I'm sorry.
I agree that behavioral health, is an issue and everything, but nothing will excuse the fact of you shooting your kids. There's just nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. I don't care how bad you have it. I know there are a lot of people out there that have been driven to take their own lives. Nothing is that bad to make you shoot your kids. I don't care. There's just absolutely nothing. I don't care what has been done to me, what I've ever had to go through, what I would ever have to face. Just nothing. There's that.
So some of the stories that we were talking about, Jose assisted in breaking the story about that one female soldier that was raped in Korea, and she was being bullied to the point of literal fucking harassment, not only by the members of the unit on social media, but fucking Dependa groups were trolling her ass too, and doxed her and got and fucking had her ass hunted down all the way to fucking Fort Carson, Colorado, where she then took her own life. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the failure in leadership of not recognizing that, and because nobody wants to fucking, everyone talks about trashing the main page or trashing us on what we report. That's the Army. If you're not if you're not reading the stories that Jose or the main page puts out, or what we put out on the air, you're realizing that they're not really taking this seriously. The military itself, I'm not talking about the Army specifically, but the military itself. There had to have been indicators where everyone said, yeah, it was a domestic issue and he's had problems before. That's where you get into the, all right, then we need to fucking do something about it. It's time for you to that's time for us as leaders to intervene. You don't sit there and fucking start talking about whatever. And yeah, right, Christy, they do. You're right. They provide a negative stigma, and there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to get help. Nothing wrong at all. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing wrong with getting help. I would respect you more that you got it. Anybody else who disrespects you in that aspect, they can eat a dick. If you're seeking wellness within your mind to go get straight, there's nothing wrong with that. Go out and get it. Hell, I'm pretty sure I fucking need it. Fuck. Everyone says I'm angry all the time. If you need to go get it. If you're a leader and you're hearing this and you're making fun of your soldier and you think your soldier is a piece of shit or weak-minded for doing it, see what's wrong, see what needs to help before you pass fucking judgment. I wasn't raised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you think your soldier's weak-minded, you're not a fucking behavioral health specialist.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing.
Idiot.
I'm not. So if somebody can't
I'm not
handle
saying
it,
you, of course.
Yeah, no,
But
exactly,
like,
exactly.
Bring them in.
You're gonna sit there. You're gonna sit there. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see what's up. Okay, you need to see behavioral health. So go right to that. First sergeant, but what about it? Go see what they say. Go whatever. And then I get the letter from the behavioral health office saying, hey, this is what happens. Here's what needs to be done and all that stuff. Me and the commander come by to the side, and I say, sir, I got this. And that's it. And usually in cases like that, it helps like fucking magnificently. It stays within the unit. It's supposed to be staying within the unit. You as a first sergeant are not supposed to be sitting around a fucking orderly room and talking shit about somebody, the rest of the platoon sergeants, about shit like that. That's why they gave you that information in a sealed envelope to you and the commander. That's kind of like privileged information. It's not for you to go fucking spread rumors about. Now, again, my stance on offing yourself still has not changed. I will respect you a lot fucking more if you go get some help and get yourself fixed than to end your own life without reaching to me. Because then what if it's something that I can help out with, or something that Spanky can help out with? Then what? Then I would consider. Then I would be like, what the fuck, dude? You could have fucking came to me. I could have helped you out. It'd been no big deal. Drop a message in the inbox. You would have been like, hey, I need to talk to Eyes. Hey, what's up, man? Fuck, I'll even call you up. Fuck it. I mean, obviously, if wake my ass up and shit, and someone has to get my attention and hit the ice button, I got to drink up half a pot of coffee because I'm old. It takes me about a pot of coffee or so of espresso to wake up because I'm old and I take my meds and shit. But yeah, I would rather you do that. And will I be a little disgruntled and a little bit cranky and all that stuff talking to you? Of course I will. I mean, come on, you're just fucking waking up in the middle of the night. But I'll think you're cool as shit when I see you, or if I see you, or I see you on the chats or something like that. Hey, what's going on, man? Shooting the shit. Hey, bro. Hey, thanks for that advice. I have gotten plenty of that in this, and I've shared it with Spanky, and I've shared it with some of the staff. When somebody has called and shot the shit with us in the fucking chats, and then they'll send us a little note in the inbox saying, hey, thanks for y'all for being there. Thanks, Jay Reddy. Thanks, any of us have done that to help out. Fucking love that shit. That's the shit we want to see. Handle you. That's your fucking mission. Control yourself. You control yourself. Don't let motherfucking haters and shit talk shit about you like that. Matter of fact, tell me. Dime them out. My commander said this about me, and then provide the inbox or provide me, and I'll pass it to the main page, and Jose will get on it. He's on fire right now, man. So fucking love it.
Oh, I know. I see him on Twitter too, tweeting away.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Doing
He was breaking my balls about fucking I having a Twitter account. I guess I need to get one. He's fucking being Jose, but I'm just saying he's breaking my balls about not getting a Twitter. I watch him from the radio Twitter, so I see that. I just laugh my ass off some of the shit that he says. Yeah, but lately he's been posting some good shit, making his stories. If you follow us on WTF Nation Radio, you'll see some of the stuff that we follow, but you also follow Jose Tamale on fucking Twitter. He'll set you straight. that anomaly of a man.
He's definitely got the breaking news lately.
he does. Oh my God, there's been 3 stories that he's been breaking that have been, I don't know. You know what? I think he owns the Army Times. I think he's like a senior dude at the main page and a senior dude at the Army Times too. Because the way the stories are coming out now, I don't know.
I've noticed.
So
I think you might be right.
Yeah. So let me get into another story. That is a suicide. And this time, this suicide was a Marine Corps colonel, pilot, who killed himself in a parking lot of the VA Center. It was posted on the Veterans Report, Jim Cannon. He posted it up. Now, that's a different story. Being an individual that has been in pain for a long time, being injured and stuff like that. I know veterans that I talk to as well. But they're in pain. Like physical pain, like they have been injured or something like that, and it has led to psychological pain and stuff like that. To the pain where it's so much, it hurts so bad that the only respite that they get is doing that. That is a VA issue. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm fucking being hypocritical or something like that, but it just really makes me mad when people try to compare that You know what I mean? That's what I want to parse. That's what I want to separate the two. You have veterans that are in immense pain from being injured in, due to service-connected disability or Agent Orange, or they're just in massive amounts of pain, and they're just like in pain, and they need to get help. You go up to the VA, and the VA says, "No, we can't get that for you," and then that's it. Yeah, it's fucking sad. It's sad to read something like that you hear about a veteran who has taken his own life in the parking lot of a VA center, medical center, when it was probably something simple that they could have just prescribed him.
And that would have been an easy fix. I know something about pain, but I can't imagine it getting to the point where I would rather take my own life than deal with it anymore. And I'm sure it can get to that point with many people.
Well, I know some. Yeah, I know some individuals that are always in pain. Like if and they don't want to get hooked up on opioids because they don't want to take any pain medication because they don't want to get hooked. You know what I mean? It's not that they're weak-minded or going to get to it. It's just that or myself, when I'm given pain medication for the injuries that I've sustained, they don't help. I mean, sometimes I'll just kind of suck it. I know as I get older though, it's going to fucking hurt. Right.
And even like if you're on them for so long, they eventually start working less and less and less because you build up the tolerance.
Exactly.
Then you'll have to take more and more and more.
Exactly.
And
to the point where you become addicted, and the next thing you know, there's another set of issues happening.
Yep.
Opens up a whole new can of worms when it comes to the situation like that. It's just fucking stupid. But again, this was the story that I wanted. That's why I wanted to make sure to delineate between the two. Because what I don't want anybody to do is to say that I'm a hypocrite for talking about how I don't give a fuck about somebody who kills himself for one aspect as opposed to somebody who didn't want to kill himself on the other aspect. You know what I mean? It just, again, I wanted to get it out of my system because it's just one of those things that I'm not going to fucking, just the way I feel. Yeah. He was a retired colonel at Bay Pines, 5th veteran to do so since 2013. His name was Jim Turner. Decorated Marine. So if you guys, if you don't, as a matter of fact, I can. Let me drop it in the chats for us to check out. So that way, Spanky, you can go ahead and grab it, and that way you can see it because it's a pretty sad story. Like I said, just like that's somebody who's that's somebody's grandfather or dad at that point. All he wanted was some. He left behind a suicide note that was pretty fucking wow. So I'm gonna read what a suicide note said. And I bet you if you look at the 22 suicides a day, you will see a VA screw up in the 90%. I did 20 years, had PTSD, and still had to pay $1,000 a month over healthcare. So he wrote. My brother's identity was being a Marine. So, I mean, goddamn, dude. It just, the story is, when you read it, you're like, fuck. So that's the different story that I'm trying to delineate from. I've known, to include some of my own family that were dying, that would rather have been, would rather go ahead and finish the, just end it because they're in so much pain. So, I mean, not to get off on a somber note on that one, but jumping from one subject to the next. Something I want to get off my fucking chest. But, yeah, it just got me fucking... Wait, Flash isn't here, so you know what we don't have to do?
What's that?
Yeah, we don't have to do the fucking sports page. Oh, and he forgot to say... He said he was going to... he may or may not record if you couldn't make it. Oh, looks like Flash, we're not going to have a sports page.
Oh, well. You might be mad about it.
Man.
Oh, man.
Hey, night, Chrissy. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for shooting the shit. Always remember, you can join us every night, or you can hear the podcast. If you want to hear myself, Spanky, or any of the other hosts, you can just go to WTFNation.com or go to iTunes and Google Play and download some more podcasts and all that. Or you can listen to us on Mixer and your Xbox if you have one. So don't worry, Chrissy. Always be able to hear all of your favorite hosts. So, anyways, I'm gonna take a break because it's about that time, and I just want to throw a disclaimer out. Let me see what Mixer says. Has Mixer has not booted me. Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mixer. I guess
we're doing good.
I guess Mixer didn't. Yeah, because usually I get it like midstream. I'll get an email saying straight up that what I said was offensive, or after this broadcast, your account's going to be taken down, or you're not going to be broadcasting anymore. So that's awesome. Thank you, Mixer. I mean, I was being like as probably as objective as I could without being too fucking disrespectful to all parties involved. But just in case nobody fucking didn't want to hear it or is really upset, I'm going to go ahead and throw this disclaimer out while we take a break. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, Private Smedlap, what do you think about this? You have to go to the White House to find out about that.
waking up and fading out. Cirrus shapes I found blow me away. Van Allen right around, pushing through. Skin is brown. Nature has us trapped in fear, so I get lost in sound. I wonder if you'll ever know why I am the way I am. I've been thinking a lot about time and space surrounding. Is there anyone who is thinking like me? I've been thinking a lot about life and it's never ending. Is there anyone who is thinking like me? Constellation theme, mapping stars they're meant to be. Geminis are free of suicidal kings. This misty maze of me, so obvious yet never seen. Feeling though the fog will lift to find me lost at sea. I've been thinking a lot about time and space surrounding. Is there anyone who is thinking like me? I've been thinking a lot about life and it's never ending. Is there anyone who is thinking like me? Myself and I am so lost in uniform, far away from life. But I want your visible feeling to be mine. Oh, I just don't get it. When will your heart beat with my mind? I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot about time and space surrounding. Is there anyone who is thinking like me? I've been thinking a lot about life and it's never ending. Is there anyone who is thinking like me?
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right?
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Action Badge.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger-qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
And we're back. Part 3 of WTF Nation Radio. Well, since we have no sports page, so we're probably going to be on for like another 30 minutes and so and shoot the shit. If you want to take some fucking calls, what we talked about today, go ahead and give us a buzz at 415-889-8367. We can shoot the shit, hang out, talk, discusserize what we talked about.
We make up verbs here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Adulting, sergeanting, discusserize. We have our own lexicon and vernacular here, which you'll find quite fascinating. Sometimes we are in some of the stuff we create is also repeated and stuff like that. So more than likely, depending on what subject matter is going on tonight, we always laugh because I will end up sending Flash the local news and radio stations where I live and how much they mimic us and copy us literally to the T on some of the format and discussions that we talk about. Except they don't, they don't drop F-bombs and stuff like that, and they don't talk about baby mamas and stuff like that. But so it's hilarious. Like I'm looking forward to hearing. I think I'll start doing that. I'll start dropping dimes on fucking radio stations that copy us and shit like that, and then and they're only on for like an hour or two,
right?
If that. The only one that the only one that I really don't I mean I kind of wish that I know Jim Cannon wants to get savage. When he comes on here and guest hosts with us, dude, he is freaking savage as hell. But then when you hear him on the Veterans Report, he's refined. He's talks about policy issues.
Fancy.
Yeah, he's a dude. Talks about all that political stuff high up in the on the Capitol Hill, discussions of what that I don't know. They just seem like they have a different feel about them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't know, like they're bound by rules or something.
Yeah, and so I sort of kind of FCC. I remember when I was a guest. Yeah, I was a guest host with him on the Veterans Report on his station at Radio KHB. And for a little bit, and oh man, he gave me the third. He's like, okay, bro, that's not like one of your shows. You guys, I appreciate everybody in the staff at the time pepping me up, and I had to practice. There's a couple of shows that have been uploaded on a podcast on WTF Nation Radio that were my practice runs to be on the Veterans Report because I couldn't cuss because I had to pay. I would have to pay the fine for the FCC had I messed up and broadcasted a bunch of F-bombs over, it would have been funny as shit because, it's, could you imagine just listening to terrestrial radio and all of a sudden you're listening in your car and all of a sudden you hear, this is I got my host here, co-host here, WTF Nation Radio's Ice here on the Veterans Report and fuck shit, dick ass, pussy motherfucker. The next thing you know, you'd be like, it was a fun show though. It was a fun show. My hands were sweating. I didn't know. I was literally, I had the stress ball squeezing little eyeballs out and shit because I was scared. I was literally, I don't want to pay fucking $25,000 or 20, whatever, 12 grand, 12 grand an F-bomb. Fuck that.
Right? That's a lot of snack funds.
You ain't lying. I'm gonna pay some money to the snack funds. So holy shit. Yeah. So. So Jim Cannon gets savage when he gets on. Oh, I love it when he gets on here. He's fucking hilarious. He is fucking hilarious. So, anyways, Jim Cannon Saturday, broadcasting the Veterans Reports, Radio KHB out of Pittsburgh, and also you can hear him here on WTF Nation Radio through all of our same platforms. We're able to facilitate him on that network as well, and he also throws us the shout outs, and we kind of like share guests. We pass our guests around. Hi. Rar. I'm just playing. But no, anyways, my point being is that I couldn't done with you guys helping me out trying to get my language down and how to be professional and speak of policies, yes, and veterans, yes, and congressional act, yes, and bipartisan, yes, getting all yes. So going back to your word about sergeanting, conversing, whatever new word that we want to throw out has generally started has cocooned from here and then metamorphosized out into the radio world from WTF Nation Radio. I think you were the one that were saying, you said sergeanting one time, and I about died when you,
Probably me.
Yeah, well, no, so you did say that. You were on sergeant's time with me, and then you're like, well, when I was sergeanting, I'm like, what did you say? That was fucking awesome. So, anyway, so now I like to troll. I like to troll the morning stations, talking all that smack. But yeah, dude, I freaking just fucking frustrating. Anyways, so again, give us a call. 415-889-368. Sorry, I was distracted a little bit. 415-889-8367 is our phone line. You can call us up and then shoot the shit. Don't mind about the you won't be able to hear any of the special effects you get on there, so don't be all butthurt and stuff when I start throwing baby crying special effects behind you or something like that. You'll probably hear that when you download the podcast or when you re-listen to it on Facebook. But yeah, today has just been one of those fucking days, man. Today's just one of those, just hearing the fucking news, seeing shit going on. I don't even want to talk about our fucking government right now. That's how fucking I don't want to hear it. I don't even at this point. I don't even fucking know, and who cares? It's 25K a cuss word. Sergeant Major will be checking the comments on here. No way, dude. No way. Nope. Nope.
Oh, I did see someone comment that they're upset we're not having sports. Okay, real quick. Teams played sports. Some teams scored more points than other teams, and they won.
Man. See, are you fucking... People are upset. Oh, my God. Okay.
I just saw one comment, so they're
okay, no, that's that's the rules of it. Once one person says something that we have to ensure that we give them the following update, because that's what they want. I don't want to piss off the fucking fans. Well, I said fuck off to me when I wanted to hear sports. So
that's all I know.
But yeah, well, I mean, sorry, shit. Okay, so I guess tonight, the Carolina Panthers are playing against the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, yesterday, Philadelphia Eagles beat the LA Rams, and then the New England Patriots lost to the Steelers. The Steelers.
See, you knew sports.
Well, I mean, just kind of like roundabout ways. Well, when you go eat at B-Dubs or something like that, and you just see the games happen, you kind of recollect and remember. As long as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost, which they did against the Baltimore Ravens, 20-12, and the Kansas City Chiefs lost, and I'm happy because I don't care. I'm not a fan of those teams that are rivaling to my Raiders. Yes, everyone talks shit about me being a Raiders fan, but you know what? So what? They lost against the Bengals. Means I'm a fucking fan. 30-16. So yeah. God damn, 30-16. Fuck. God damn, Raiders. What's up with that shit? So again, I don't care. They just whatever. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
Sports things was done.
Yeah, sport. Well, hang on. No, yeah, sports thing. What quarter is it? God damn it! Stop it. What quarter is it? Okay, it's the third quarter right now, and the Saints are losing against the Carolina Panthers, 7-6. God, I bet you fucking Flash is driving home. He's got the gas to the fucking floor right now, hurrying to get here so you can get on a sports page. The Eagles.
Damn it, Spanky.
I know. It was a fan. Sorry, fan. I mean, you gotta do what the fans want. The fans want to hear some sports. You got one question. I was kind of hoping you were that Carl that wasn't gonna ask, but no, I'm just kidding. So the Steelers again beat the Patriots 17-10. The 49ers beat the Seahawks 26-23. Chicago Bears beat Green Bay 24-17. Fucking the Bills beat the Lions 14-13. That was actually a close game. And then the Baltimore Ravens beat the Buccaneers 20-12, and the Atlanta Falcons beat the Cardinals 40-14. The Raiders lost to the Bengals 30-16. Tennessee Titans destroyed the Giants. Knicks suck. Mets suck. Yankees, Giants suck. Sorry, I just don't like any New York team. I know Flash. See, Flash probably has like nitrous right now hitting it because I'm saying that New York teams suck. Tennessee Titans beat the New York Giants fucking 17-0. Wow, that's impressive. No score on the board. The Dolphins lost to the Vikings 41-17. The Redskins won against the Jaguars 16-13. The Dallas Cowboys still losing all the time. Never won a game ever. They lost 23-0 against the Colts. The Browns beat the Broncos. Yes, the Browns beat the Broncos. Hey, let me say that again. Wow, where's my little fucking special effects with the Fox News thing? The Browns have beat the Broncos. The Browns have beat the Broncos. Wow, this is Saturday's game. And then the Houston Texans beat the Jets. What did I say about New York Jets? Yes, suckity suck. 29-22. And then, of course, the Los Angeles Chargers on Thursday, and I'll go back even a couple days more, beat the Chiefs. And so, beat the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs. So, yeah, there's my team. So, I trashed other teams and my team. So, I don't want nobody to think, you didn't want to talk about these teams, and how can you blah, blah, blah. So, and of course, thank you for the PMs. The Titans have won every single game they played. You know.
Yay?
Yeah, okay. Wow. Thank you. Whoop you fucking do. I was talking to a good friend of mine. And I was talking to an individual saying, you know what, ever notice how people say that that people, well, they like go to a school or no, they root for a school that they've never attended. You know what I mean? They're
right.
Hey, so like, I get if you went to the school and it was like your school and you like went to college for a little bit there at that school and you have some ties, family ties at school. I get it. Okay, cool. You could root for that school, right? But then when you go to a school, you root for a school that you've never been there because you need maths and you need your teeth to do maths, and you cheer for a fucking school that you had no part of. I mean, I get it. I mean, is that like a school pride, a home pride? Is that wrong to say something like that when somebody says that shit? When somebody says that it's like, for instance, if I were to say I like UT Austin, Hook 'em Horns, and did you go to school? I may have attended a class before I was like, I'm not going to attend that class anymore. Does that count? Or it's because I lived around Texas and that's like a hometown school, or California, a hometown school. So if I never attended the school, but it was in my hometown, can you be a fan of that school? I mean, of that, you know what I mean?
Again, do what you want. You do you. If you want to do it, do it. Does it bother anybody?
No, fucking hell, you're not helping the argument out. I was actually, when I was talking to my friend about this, I was laughing my ass off. And we were just laughing that, fucking, dude, can you believe this shit? Fucking people actually, I want to go, like, what was that fucking Key and Peele when he's like, Mississippi State by the Mississippi River, Florida. You know what I mean? Fudge. That shit's funny, right? Everyone getting all riled up. Anyways, so there we go. There is the sports page of the Flash is gonna fucking go nuts.
You did better than I would have.
Yeah, exactly. Bama's guilty of that, so they're all related. So that's probably why.
They all got family ties.
They all got family ties. Oh man! But I'm telling you right now, there's people that really they go nuts when you talk about their college team, dude. I can't believe you said that about Ole Miss, or because Jay Reddy fucking clowns them too. People who go nuts, over a school team that they've never attended. Dude, why do you like Clemson? Why do you like that school? Because it's Clemson. Yeah, but did you ever go? It's a school of engineering, right?
No.
It's like a.
They all went to Excelsior online, as far as I know.
What's the one that all the star majors that I know get? Troy University. The ones where you have you turn in your NCOERs and your ERB and you get a fucking associates. I went to school.
Or University of Phoenix.
The University of Phoenix. Yeah, exactly. What's their team like? Did you graduate from that shit? Did you even go to that fucking school? Exactly. You fucking. ASU or something like that. I could see it, like I said, but if you had gone to the school, then I could see you laying some claim to it if you went to the school. Or is it a hometown thing? That's what I was talking to my friend about, and we were just laughing how everyone gets all nuts when you say, "Stop making fun of me." So what if I don't have my teeth? and it's funny. Uga, fucking Flash is a graduate of University of Georgia, but he's fucking from New York. Does that make sense? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm a graduate from Upper Iowa University. Those were the two that were outside of Fort Riley. They had a bunch of classes there, and Kansas State or University of Kansas, I can't remember which one that's right there in Manhattan. I didn't go there because they wouldn't give me credit for PE. I'm like, I've been in the Army 10 years, and you want me to take golf or something for a PE credit?
Oh, what? For real? You get
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
No, whoa, hang on. They got golf. Where is this? Kansas, right? Oh, I know. Because I was looking at Kansas for some opportunities for schooling, and they got wait. So let me get this straight. So you can get a degree in physical education just for taking a golf class?
No. Like, I was trying to get a degree in social science, but they would not give me credit for PE. Like, when they evaluate all your education and stuff, they would not give me my PE credit. I'd been in the Army for 10 years, they gave me lots of different credits for my MOSs and stuff, but PE, they would not give me credit for. I would have to take some type of PE class there. I was like golf was an option, or swimming or something like that. I'm like, they would not, I'm like, I can't get credit for PE, for physical education. Like, after being in the Army for 10 fucking years. No, they wouldn't give me credit for PE.
No, I'm about to say, if you get credit for PE, I'll just take my fucking professor to Topgolf. Drink some fucking Bloody Marys all morning. Say, hey, how'd I hit the ball? Did I do good? Take Patrick and the boys from Warhorse for Veterans so we can do combat golfing like we did last time. And fuck yeah, how about that, huh? Yeah. Give me a grade. Here's my thesis.
I was in a hurry.
Yeah, exactly. Here's my thesis on drinking Bloody Marys and swinging a golf club. We kind of drew a crowd when we were sitting there playing combat golf, and
I believe it.
No, it was fucking hilarious. People were laughing because it was me, Redleg, and J Ready. We were just like quack 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 quack, just fucking. Everyone was like kind of laughing, and yeah. So wait, I didn't know you could do that. You can take a fucking class and just like, it's like my thesis. My thesis on what would be the thesis on this? It would be the chemical reaction to the Bloody Mary and vodka intake of me swinging a golf club while I am all decrepit and beat up, or something like that. You know what I mean? And then yeah, for PE. Yeah. There you go.
I'm sure you could come up with something for that too.
Well, I'm about to say, there's some pretty crazy ass shit that you can come up for a degree nowadays when it comes to school. Have you seen some of these fucking? Anyways, I don't want to say some of these fucking degrees that come out. Some of the craziest shit that I've seen out there, but anyways, people are fucking trolling me already. I just asked. No fucking need to get drama. I used to go to Baylor, not to any classes, but to bang chicks. Baylor's got some. Whoa. Baylor does have some.
Home ec class chick?
Yeah, they have some good check writing classes there. They have some good check writing classes and all that shit. Oh my god. So again, I don't want to offend anybody about the schools that you go to. I was just asking a question because I never understood how somebody who never attended a college or never went to school and stayed in one place. Then all of a sudden are like crazy ass fucking fans of a college football team that's just like whatever. I mean, personally, I like watching college football. Anyways, it's better. The players seem to be more hungry to win the game, and they seem to like take hits better. You notice that? Like if you were to fucking get hit in a college game, and you were to get hit like that in the NFL, like if the guys in the NFL were getting hit like the kids in fucking college, fuckers would be getting fined and suspended. Unreal. For no reason.
They're still younger in college. They can take the hits better. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Did you hear about the NRA? Oh, stop. I had this story up and I didn't want to talk about it because I was like fucking bullshitting about the stupid. I don't want to talk about the government, but okay. I guess I'm talking about the government. Rubble. All right. In case you guys haven't seen it, did you guys see the big fight between Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Trump? In the Oval Office or the fucking press room or some shit like that. They had a press conference. And, dude, I tell you what, that's the kind of shit that I want to see. That's the kind of transparency that I want to see. The back and forth arguing and stuff. I like arguing the fucking, the debates of something like that. About the building the wall. Now they're talking about building a barrier, not a wall. They're not going to fund it. They're going to shut the government down because of blah, 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 blah. I just thought it was, I like, part of, every soldier likes to see strife and conflict because otherwise we're sitting on the fucking bench and nobody wants to see that stuff. But it's funny to watch our own government lose its shit and watching two supposedly professional and highly poised individuals when it comes to our Congress that like to shove New York and California politics down our fucking throat go back and forth and banter to the fucking president of the United States the way they did. Like literally fucking, and then we're speaking to him in the third fucking person. So anything that happens within fucking the Congress, they all deserve their fucking banter back and forth. It really has shown that our government does not give two shits about us. You can totally tell it is agenda driven. I am going to stick with my original mantra of veterans before refugees, and I made that a hip hashtag way before this border wall bullshit came up. What was that? 2 years ago we said that. Veterans before refugees and all this other shit.
Right.
There are more homeless veterans, and actually maybe equal to the individuals that we have deported or we have apprehended in the border every year that are homeless. The majority of them are veterans. I'm not saying all of them are not, or are veterans. We could be assisting them with programs and stuff like that to get them on the street. And just like it shouldn't have to take a nonprofit. If you want to use government money for that type of shit, then you should use government money for our veterans to get taken care of, as opposed to refugees, as opposed to fucking people who who are not of this country. I'm sorry. If I don't belong to your fucking family, it's not expected of you to take care of me if I have my hand out needing some help about something in your country, even though I'm not from there. And I've lived outside of the United States most of my adult life. And I will say this, that they don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. You can't walk around with a Karen, I want to speak to my manager fucking hairdo, or looking like Biff, the male version, demanding to see fucking a manager because you're an American. And that's not how it works in another country. They will say, you're a fucking foreigner, dude. Well, I don't know. It depends on what country it is, I guess. I know Germany, they'll say, oh, well, we'll fucking give you money. You don't have to work. Or France or some shit like that. I know in other countries, if you're not from there, they will fucking ostracize you for not being there, and will take care of you to get the fuck out of their country. And we are striving to be those type of countries, which blows my fucking mind. When we say we want to be like fucking Scandinavia or Norway or some shit like that, then we find out that Norway has got some island where they ship off all the Muslims or their refugees or individuals that are not that do not want to assimilate to our society. Now, don't get me wrong. My family comes of refugees. Not refugees, I should say. Immigrants. I do come from of immigrants. I do. My family does come of immigrants. And but they did it legal. They I don't know, that Ellis Island bullshit. Fucking fucking went to INS and, filed papers and shit and did it legally. I'm not saying we don't want to have a helping hand, but there's got to be a point where we look at ourselves as Americans and say, what do we want to do? Do you want to see that American family or that American farmer that has lost his farm due to fucking subsidies going the wrong way because some sort of carbon fucking filtering bullshit that their state has fucking adopted has rendered their farm useless, and they have to fucking pay taxes on that property, and then they get their farm taken away, and there's a homeless family now that originally wasn't, that was probably prospering pretty good, getting their crop sold and being subsidized by the government not to grow a certain crop because it'll upset our partners in Europe or China or Canada. You expect me to feel sorry for them? You expect me to feel sorry for people running across or jumping a fucking fence about this shit when I see some of my friends, some of the soldiers that I used to serve with that are now fucking homeless, that I've had to help out, send them some fucking cash or send them some fucking, give them baby clothes or something like that, or give them some of my old clothes because they just hit hard times because of whatever. There should be no nonprofit of any veteran organization to help out homeless veterans, period, for the amount of money that are going out to everybody coming from the border. I can say that because you know what? I have come from that blood. So I don't want to fucking hear it. European and fucking south of the border. So I don't want to fucking hear it. She's just a fucking racist. No. Unfucking real. That just drives me up the fucking wall. Drives me up the fucking wall that I'm being forced and having to see our president get disrespected by two senior members of Congress who are not even of... I could see Nancy Pelosi because she's from California. I could probably see maybe her getting some input about this. But somebody from fucking New York telling us, and he is saying, you see what the president is doing? You see what the president did? Motherfucker, he's right there. Are you willing to say you're going to close this government down because of the border? You damn right. Close the motherfucking border down. Fuck it. That's what he's saying. You can't expect me to understand where you are coming from when I'm looking at a homeless family, American family, black, white, Hispanic, American family. Because they're all of different colors. Homeless is homeless. Doesn't matter. The amount of money that's going to them right now, we could easily have, with the amount of money that's going down and all this bickering going back and forth and all the aid going to them, I don't see why all these other groups that are supporting the refugees and supporting the fucking caravans, I guess you would say, why aren't they not supporting the same? I guarantee it. You help every single fucking veteran, homeless person that's in on our fucking soil that are fucking Americans that need to get some help. I guarantee it. Then after we fucking shore up our own fucking shop, then I could see us being a little bit more assisting to individuals that are struggling. You're trying to fucking blame us for the death of a child, for a father and a father who sends a 7-year-old child on her own in a fucking caravan, and you expect those arduous conditions. It's almost like they purposely fucking did this. There would be no way I would fucking send Baby Ice or Princess Ice on a trip by themselves. By themselves to go to a fucking foreign country with complete and utter strangers, and then wonder why my child died of dehydration in the middle of a fucking desert, and these first responders that were there, Border Patrol individuals, having to fucking try to get her to a facility about 93 miles away. Everyone's pissed off that she died in CBP custody. What the fuck, dude? I don't drink water for a couple of days, and I don't eat for a fucking couple of days. I'm probably going to die by the first people who see me. Time of death, of course, being whatever. Go ahead, what were you saying?
No, I just can't imagine, like you said, them sending a 7-year-old by themselves. I wouldn't send my 7-year-old, down to the mailbox by herself at the age, because it was, it's down the block. Like I said, it just blows my mind. And then, now it's, America's fault. But
yeah,
you're going to send your 7-year-old just on their own. Like, here you go.
Here you go.
Travel
down the mail. I mean, what are you talking about, man? Me and Baby Ice and Princess Ice are playing in the backyard, throwing rocks at birds or something like that. We're fucking, I'm back there with them. You know what I mean? I'm in the backyard with them. I don't leave them in the backyard by themselves. That's it. That's just it. I keep eyes open because Baby Ice likes to eat everything, and Princess Ice likes to set shit on fire. So, I mean.
Well, even now, as a teenager, it's I hesitate to let her walk home by herself if it's going to be getting dark. I'm like, nope, I'll come get you. They're like, but no, a 7-year-old here, traveled thousands of miles. It just blows my mind. And now it's, my fault because I'm an American. So, somehow it's my fault now.
In a nation, WTF nation, there's nothing wrong with saying that you're proud to be an American. There is nothing wrong with that at all. I'm proud to be an American just by the situation of the family that I've come from and seeing what I have seen before in my life and being deployed. I am fucking grateful that I'm an American. You best believe I am grateful to be American. I've been to some shitholes. Ooh, is that PC? Can we still say that?
I don't know. I didn't get the updated memo today of what I am and what I'm allowed to say today.
Yeah, exactly.
It changes every day.
That's a good point.
Keep up.
That's a good point, Jake. That is a good point. If I took my 7-year-old across a fucking desert with no food or water, as an American, CPS would take my kid. They'd be like, Ice, what are you doing, man? You got this kid, I got this kid out here. You don't even have, you don't have a 7-year-old. What the fuck you doing with a 7-year-old? You have a 9 and a 3-year-old. What the fuck you doing with a 7-year-old? I don't know. Just found this kid wandering around the desert. That's usually the case. Some of us wander around the desert. I hate that shit. There's nothing wrong. Guys, don't ever feel shame that you shouldn't be proud of being an American. That's what's making me mad. It used to be called being a patriot. Now, for some reason, they're trying to wrap nationalism into something like this and all that, trying to say it's nationalistic and all that. Stop using fucking buzzwords for something that's not, just because you want to fucking sound cool or sound whatever. It's patriotism. It's patriotism. I love the 4th of fucking July. 4th of July is fucking awesome. I feel sorry for, I break balls a little bit on Pi and Pieland, but he's an American too.
Oh, wait, we're not allowed to be, patriots anymore. We're not allowed to be proud to be Americans. I forgot. Did I not get that fucking memo too?
Yeah, you could be patriotic. Right. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Right. People look at me and they're like, oh, well, you should be, totally 100% fucking for this and for that. Why? Well, you kind of look at it, dude. These are the motherfuckers that are coming over the border and shit and fucking, they're bringing kids over. You saw all the video of what happened. I know what comes across. I just get mad. I just get mad when I see our government officials bickering like little fucking bitches about fucking nothing. And they're sitting there. You know what? I have seen and thank you, Nation, for sending me the links for you fans out there that know me. I appreciate you sending me all links. I was a link of how everyone's saying that, D. Treasy's disrespectful to the media, and he's saying blah, 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 blah. Now, some of the shit that he says is outlandish and kind of crazy and all this other stuff, but he did no different than what the fucking last administration did when it came to dealing with reporters. He fucking threw him out. Hey, shut up. This is my house. And D. Treasy didn't say that. That was his predecessor. I'm not gonna sit there and get immediately offended by anybody who tells me that they're proud to be an American, because I'll look at them and say, you know what, I'm proud too. Yep, I'm really proud. Lucky. A friend of mine said, "Hey, did you play the lottery ticket?" And the individual said, "Nope, I didn't have to. I already won the lottery. I was born in America. Fuck yeah. Yeah, here you go, America. Let's go get some fucking coffee. Yeah, let's go get." You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, Jake. About 17 years ago, everyone was talking about killing Al-Qaeda. Is it cool now? Can I imitate W? Now that that is the National Day of Mourning has happened, the National Week of Mourning. We were killing Al-Qaeda. God bless America.
Yes, I think you're allowed now.
God bless America. I love America. We will bring Katrina to justice. Fuck you, ass. Everyone was waving. Oh man, God, everyone was fucking waving them fucking flags. That's when "thank you for your service" was like a fucking really cool thing to say. Saying it was okay to be in America. You know what? If you'd have thrown up that border shit after 9/11, fuck, that thing would have been like a goddamn. It'd have been like, what's that TV show you watch? It'd have been, what's that big fort that you watch? What's that, Game of Thrones or some shit?
Yes, the ice wall.
The ice wall. Ooh, yeah, no. Oh, irony. The ice wall would have been built.
Right, 700 feet tall.
700 feet tall. The ice wall. How appropriately named. The ice wall has been built. This is for you, ass. Go serve your country. It's 700 feet tall. You have to use catapult to throw them children over.
No, but it is like, and it was just 17 years ago we were all united, and a lot changes, and now it's everybody's split up again, and it's sad that it takes an act of terrorism like that to bring us together, or took an act of terrorism to bring us together like that. And now everybody's divided back to, almost, it seems like two separate groups. I don't like to say it like that, but because, it's really not just two groups. It's two radical groups that are two completely far apart. But I would like to think that most people have some fucking common sense and are not like, Pelosi bickering like a freaking child.
I would get so fucking, I don't understand that. I literally, right. I'm not saying I don't have compassion. That's one thing I learned when an old crusty NCO told me when I hit my first deployment and I saw a little kid, all raggedy looking and shit and hair all fucking crazy and all that, and she was there with the little baby brother, and no much older than Princess Ice and Baby Ice, just sitting there on the side of a fucking bombed out building and stuff, and he just said, "Stop! You can't save them all, man. You can't. You focus on your mission, man. You can't." I was like, God, look at this fucking poor kid. You want to fucking adopt him, put him in your rucksack and shit. You know what I mean? You can't save them all.
No, and exactly what you brought up first. It's like you got to clean up your own house before you invite people over. And
I'm not taking anything I said back about being proud to be an American. Sorry, and nor should any of the listeners or anybody who's proud to be an American should be able to take it back either. You should not take it back. You should not feel that you have to be quiet to say that you are proud of an American. Is my country not perfect? Yeah, I would probably say it's not perfect, but I tell you what's way fucking better than some of the other countries that I've seen. Wiggle my eyes. Oh, am I breathing? Yes. I'm in America? Yes. Yes. I'm good. There was nothing wrong with saying that. I mean, I do have. I mean, in some of the circles I do hang around with, I do have individuals that say I'm a screaming liberal, say that I'm a screaming conservative, and then as soon as I say I'm proud to be American, I have both. You know what I mean? It gets everybody divided again. It should not have been a division to say you're patriotic. Nationalism should not have been put into our dialogue right now, because then what ended up happening is that they ended up word choking and using bait for the other side to use the same word by saying, what's wrong with being nationalistic? Hey, part of the Nazi party, the first name in their word is Nazial, which means nationalist. You don't use fucking nationalist when you're trying to say it, and it's good to be nationalist. Fuck, we even got Sergeant of the Army fucking saying the nationalism's great when he's talking about the pinks and greens and shit. Pinks and greens. Gotta get me some Stankus. What's up, Stankus? What you doing, man?
Man, I listen to you. You are on a tear, brother.
No, I'm just fucking, I'm tired of it. I'm proud to be an American. How about you?
I am too, brother. You know I am.
Fuck yeah, dude. So there should be nothing wrong, no shame in saying that.
Absolutely not. And unfortunately, you know, with the political correct culture has somehow convinced the rest of society that, how's the saying go? That somehow or another there is in fact a way to pick up a turd by the clean end. Yeah.
I like the way you said that. I like the way you said that.
Yeah, that's the premise of political correctness. And when people are castigated for being patriotic, they're basically, I mean, it gets pernicious and it's bad. I mean, real world ramifications. Oh, you're patriotic, so that makes you a nationalist. Oh, if you're a nationalist, that makes you a racist. If you're a racist, well, that makes you a bigot, and we're not even going to have any discourse over it. And that's some pretty pernicious shit right there. But I think you nailed it. I know you didn't answer my call to hear me affirm that I agree with you like 99% of the time on these topics.
Well, I appreciate it.
But
what's up with you, man?
Well, I mean, not too much, man. Just grinding at the gig. Yeah, I'm sure you can appreciate that. Yeah, just hanging out. It's been a while since I've called. It's definitely been a while since I called on a Monday night. But I had to opine. It has been pretty. What's the word here? Well, I don't know, just shameless with this 7-year-old down the border. I don't know if you saw it or not, but the father actually came out and said he had no complaints with how the ICE agents had actually tried to say to this guy, you got to feel bad for him. And yeah, I mean, you can certainly get to the place. Well, okay, I'm now track me. Hear me out.
Go ahead. Okay, I'll let you. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You're right. I'll let you. I'll go ahead. I'll hear you out. Go ahead.
I mean, people are stupid all the time, and sometimes their stupidity harms others, and that in and of itself certainly, I don't know what could be worse than what the guy's dealing with now for his own stupidity. I'll put it like that. My only sympathy that I may have is that, wow, your father, you had a daughter, and and because of your actions, she's dead. So I don't know how you can make that any worse. But nonetheless, the media, the excuse me, did I say fuckholes out loud? My bad.
Yeah.
From California and New York have used this as an opportunity for a political springboard or shameless. It's the lack of fair play. I mean, the lack of just some good faith, and even the president of Mexico, Vicente Fox, whatever his name is, the former president of Mexico, actually took this opportunity to actually try to correlate that incident into some broad nebulous conceit into this being Donald Trump's fault because of his coarse language, and violence. And the truth of the matter is there are probably a ton of Border Patrol agents and individuals, federal agents who are involved in that whole deal. As soon as she started seizing on the bus, they had medics ready, they airlifted her, and then, the father, fessed up and said, it's probably been 3 or 4 days since we've had anything to drink. But at that point, 3 or 4 days of dehydration, 7-year-old, haven't eaten, and then any pre-existing medical conditions, which may have been there that no one would ever know because they came from Honduras, which isn't that the epitome, of medical care in the in the Western Hemisphere?
They're
right?
trying, they're trying to make that, exactly.
But I mean, every action was taken at their disposal. I mean, it's just all a matter of record, and yet to go out there and try to appeal to the 50% of knuckleheads who who just hang on every word because at the end of the day, we're all emotional creatures, and that's what we try to get past that and look at the facts. Look at the facts, look at the information, look at the data. Yes, you have your emotions, and yes, they can be useful, but you fall into the trap and you just discount everything that's fact, and then you're just allow yourself to be spoon-fed the path of garbage and tripe, without even doing any research, man. And see, I mean, you have to, even though we do try to keep this program apolitical, and I'm not going to call any particular sides. I mean, there is a particular base that are more inclined to be moved, and understandably so, because we are all moved to an extent by the emotions of the scenario and the situation.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I do like the way that you the way that you put it, and it does bear reminding constantly that our government will fall down all over themselves to take care of these perceived classes, and the only reason they're doing it is because at some point or another they're going to expect that return favor. Okay. Yet, for whatever reason, when it comes to the military, we have to stand in line at the VA. We have to wait 30 days to get an appointment. If we can't get an appointment, we have to go through a process to be authorized to go outside of the VA system to find a doctor of their choice, not yours. Meanwhile, if you're one of these other classes of either never worked a day in your life and you're on Medicaid, you don't pay a dime, you get to see a doctor of your choice. There is a massive disparity with how veterans are treated in this. And we were the ones that actually, took the oath. And I know that sounds jingoistic. I know we hear it 1,000 times, but they have even Donald Trump, whose best intentions were to sort out the VA, and we're going to make some massive reforms, and reforms have been made. It's still the same fucking dumpster fire that it's been for the last fucking dozens of decades.
Oh, I like the way you said that, dumpster fire.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's still loaded down with the same bureaucrats and administrators who are looking to cover their ass. Their performance will always fail because, to be honest with you, I don't want to say a majority just arbitrarily, but a significant portion of them are still bureaucrats. Their customers bother them, annoy them. They're basically government employees. They're equivalent of going to the post office on Christmas, 3 days before Christmas, and standing in line, because it's always a pleasant experience with your postal clerk, right? Just as much as it is a pleasure to deal with your fucking Department of Motor Vehicles clerk who's giving you your driver's license and you're number 983. I mean, I don't know which more way to put it, but somehow or some way, we've got to improve this deal. And I know it's just too easy to say. It's low-hanging fruit to say, but give veterans a damn card where they can walk in any facility and see a damn doctor of their choice and have that bill covered, And then you deal with the homeless, right? We understand that homelessness, in a lot of cases, not all, but in a lot of cases, is the root cause in a lot of cases are some mental illnesses and behavioral disorders. And these are basically untreated individuals. Again, here we are not taking care of our vets. There are a lot of homeless vets, whether they be, just a lot of homeless folks, whether they be veterans or civilian populations. But if you try to take them off the street, they don't want it. They're like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. I'm doing my own thing. They freeze to death when the temperature drops and they don't have access to the weather that says, hey, get your ass in the shelter.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of that. I've heard of individuals that have done that as veterans. They just don't want to fucking have to deal with people. Fuck, I'm dude, I'm not homeless, and I don't want to fucking deal with people. You know what I mean? It takes everything. It takes everything in my power not to go out and not want to strangle motherfuckers. Just when I go out and get some gas in my truck or something, or go pick up the kids from school. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know what you're saying, man. But again, it just really, a friend of mine were talking about just the amount of why is it that, you know, some people, I get asked, hey, Ice, do you come from an immigrant family, or why aren't you, you know, or are you, what side are you on this? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about them. I was born in the U.S. You know, my family
Well,
did.
that's the thing too. These are a little brief interruption.
No, go ahead.
These are catchphrases that are cookie. How many times have you heard, we're a nation of immigrants? I mean, there's some truth to that if you go back about 300, 200 years. All right, but the reality is the majority of us here living in this country right now, we're born here. Okay, we're not a nation of immigrants. We're a nation of native individuals, regardless of our race, creed, culture, however you want to name it. But at the end of the day, the majority of the people living in this nation were born here. Hey, carry on, sir. Sorry about that.
No worries, man.
Get that out there, but you've heard it 1,000 times.
Yeah, of course.
I want to say that. I mean, we are different as a nation. Okay, our culture is based in a certain the concept of the American culture versus an ethnic culture, which you see so much in Europe, right? You see so much in South America.
Oh yeah, you don't see
so much in Africa.
You don't see the assimilation. But it's funny that they want us. They don't want to assimilate to our culture. But if you were to go visit them in their country, you would be expected to assimilate to theirs.
Like you, I've lived abroad. You know, I spent a good chunk of my fucking adult life abroad, and they don't play games.
Yeah, exactly. They don't play that shit. They don't go. You can't go see the fucking manager. No, your ass is gonna get fucking beheaded or you're gonna get fucking thrown in jail for saying something wrong or whatever. But
exactly.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Exactly. All right, my friend. Well, look, I'm gonna let you go. I know you're getting a lot of house cleaning, and I'm not gonna tie up any more of your airtime. I do appreciate your show this evening, as always, and did I hear Spanky out there?
She's here. Spanky's
I'm here.
She every time you come on and call us, Stanka, she sits there and just listens intently to get some of the stank knowledge from you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't know.
Come on, you're the only. Look, come on. You're like the only listener that has his own stinger.
This is so true. I am in good company. All right, my friends, I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a good evening, and keep the rubber side down, bro.
All right, man. Thanks. Have a good one.
See you, man. Bye-bye.
Later. That was Stangus has been calling the show forever so much that we give him a little fucking a stinger. So that means every time he calls up on the show and wants to parlay his wisdom, you get stanked. So here we go. You got stanked. There we go. I fucking love that shit. Idea from it's a Princess Ice idea with the "you got stanked." Awesome. Yeah, house cleaning. Hey, so check this out. For the rest of the fucking month, we don't have anybody, right? We're good. We're clean through the rest of the month.
Oh no,
are we?
No, we still have 2 more this month.
Oh, we still have 2 more shows or 2 more guests?
No, 2 more guests this month.
Oh, do we? Wait. Whoa. Hang on. Let me refresh my email's not working. I think it's like because my email's not working because you need to fucking log in. Yeah, okay. Well, it's not letting me log in. Okay, so this Thursday we have Dr. Bob Adams, author of 6 Days Impossible. Colonel Robert Adams, MD, MBA, sir, 14 years in the Navy as a Navy SEAL, and 18 years in the Army. Okay, I was about ready to break balls because, I was about to say, well, of course he was a SEAL and he wrote a book. Or was it? Sorry. Just breaking balls, Doc. I got to call you Doc, right? Anyways. Tenant change services to attend medical school with an Army scholarship and applies analytical skills to look back at the men who shivered and struggled through Hell Week together. And, of course, brings decades of insight, learning, carrying combat, peacetime, and insightful analysis of why the men of his Buds class 81 achieved the improbable. So he's going to come on this Thursday on Sergeant's Time, along, of course, with all Army active duty information. Yes, we will bring up the story that Jose broke, but the drill sergeants and some other stories. And then Sunday on the 23rd, it's going to be Ty Oswald from the Bearded Warriors. Army veteran Ty Oswald was a Kiowa Warrior avionics system. I think it's like related to Kaz or something like that, right? And I'm just kidding. Kaz had a lot to do with the Kiowa Warrior as well. Deployed with the 2nd Armored Cavalry Regiment under Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003 and returned 15 months later in 2004. When he returned back to Alabama, he later founded Bearded Warriors, a veteran suicide prevention and resource awareness group in 2013. So Bearded Warriors is a group of military and military volunteers that provide veterans and their families with opportunities to experience the fun and camaraderie of after-service community involvement. Even being a disabled veteran, he leads from the front and gets others to sign up on 5Ks, 10Ks, mud runs, and log carries. You damn right. Get them shits going, man. Don't quit. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that show. Good job. Good job, Ty. Shit. And Doc, can't wait to see you on Thursday. Yeah, it's so the end of the year. We got our shows scrambled up. Ain't gonna be no Christmas show, I can tell you that. The station will be doing Christmas Sing. Did I just make another word again? We'll be Christmas.
You did.
We'll be Christmasing, so we can spend time with our families and stuff like that. Of course, you might look on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page and see a link to an old podcast, so we can check it out and listen up. It will more likely, if it's a Monday, it'll be Monday and Tuesday. So we'll load up an old Monday show, and then we'll pop on an old Tuesday show podcast for you guys to be able to download, listen, that you look back from the past. And then, of course, it'll be normal doings on for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And, of course, on New Year's is going to be no show. Well, New Year's is going to be optional. New Year's Eve and New Year's. Shooter's preference. If any of the hosts want to jump on there. I know a couple times we've had opportunities to do a New Year's Eve show on availability of the hosts that want to do it. And I left that open so that way if the hosts want to hang out and drink a beer with you guys, hell, I might fucking want to drink a beer with you guys too or something like that. Yeah, shit. And then, of course, back to normal operations in 2019. God, 2019 is coming up so quick.
I know.
It's going to be so exciting. 2019 is going to be so exciting. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. Yes.
Big things are happening.
Big things are happening. Glitz and glamour. Of course, don't forget to listen to our partners and check out our partners. WTF Nation Radio's favorite partners we have right now. Currently, we have the Veterans Report and we have Warhorse for Veterans. Warhorse for Veterans gets involved with equine therapy. Don't worry about it. We always post a video after the Monday edition of what they do. Check them out. See a little commercial on that and stuff like that because they're one of our partners as well. We have also used that opportunity to go out to Stillwell, Kansas. And I think it's time for another WTF Nation Radio visit coming up pretty soon. I've been reading the tea leaves of getting some of that together, so we'll be heading out probably in the next few weeks, going out and doing some stuff with the Warhorses again. Looking forward to that. And then what else we got going on? Oh, we have, of course, our favorite, one of our other terrestrial, not extraterrestrial partners over at the Veterans Report, Jim Cannon. We got a show, and he broadcasts his show on Saturday at 1700 Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who don't know, that's 5 p.m. That you're listening to the Monday edition right now. Hey, sorry, Flash. At least we tried on the goddamn sports page, bro. Shit. I mean, damn. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you probably gave up after like the first 5-10 minutes of us doing the sports page. It's probably why you didn't come on. So it's Ice and Flash on Mondays. Tuesdays with Al. I don't like saying Tuesday, tied up Tuesdays with Al. I'm just trying to picture Al, with his, hog tied with a ball gag in his mouth when I hear that shit. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that and I was like, love you, Al, but I want to get that image out of my head.
Now it's stuck in mine.
Yeah, exactly. We have a no work day on Wednesdays. Thursday starts time with myself and some of the main page admins, and of course our Sorrent Spanky, who's up in the turret busting targets. And then Fridays are currently a no broadcast, but a optional broadcast for some of our hosts will get on there for right now. The Tinfoil Times is on a Saturday, so Saturday Night Savagery has been reflagged to Tinfoil Times. We got zucked, but of course the fans loved it. Lots of tinfoil-y stuff. My house was glowing. I had fucking black vans parked out of my house with surveying equipment. That was some good shit, good stuff. I had a pretty big turnout for that. And then, of course, Sunday is kicking it with Cause, and then right back to you on Monday. Check us out on all the platforms. Now, we got all the platforms up. We got Mixer. We got Facebook pages up at WTF Moments, U.S. Army WTF Moments, and WTF Nation Radio. YouTube is up. Twitter is up. Periscope is up. Mixer is up. TuneIn app is up. Google Play is up. iTunes is up. Fucking damn. We're just up. We're all over the place and shit. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck. I love it. And it didn't cost me $12,000 to fucking find to say fuck.
Right. Keep your snack funds.
Yo, thank you so much, Jake. God damn, dude, appreciate it. Yeah, 2019 is going to be a great year. Great year. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Non-disclosure statements and shit. Hurry up, because non-disclosure statements only last so long from the dates past, and then we can have fun. Love it. Oh, it's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait. Oh, love it. New friends. New family members, all that other stuff coming to WTF Nation Radio. Of course, if you pay attention, you don't know if you don't like, follow, and share. Check us out, WTF Nation Radio on our Facebook page. We also have a WTFNationRadio.com, or we have plenty of platforms. We have normal websites. So if you go to WTFNationRadio.com, you can listen to us there and listen to the podcast there. Or if you want to listen to or hear or find and read about all the U.S. Army WTF Moments news and stuff that is on a Facebook, and you hate Facebook, but you have to listen to this stuff to get it, just go on to ArmyWTFMoments.com and check out the WTF Nation Radio tab, and it's piped in through some sort of technology and technobabble for the TuneIn app, and then you'll be good to go. You'll be rocking and rolling. So I'm Ice, your host. This is Spanky co-host in front desk, and Ops Sergeant Major, and kick-ass Sergeant, snack handler. Keeper of the snacks, and the PMCS and maintainer of the taco truck. So anyways, thank you all for joining. It was fun hanging out with you guys. I know I was a little rusted coming back from the holidays, family stuff and all sorts of shit. Had to take a break and all that stuff for a little bit for family stuff, but other than that, I'm back. And then of course you won't hear me on until Christmas, so until the week after Christmas. So with that, I'll talk to you all later, and shots.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We'll be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
intergalactic horse, and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. And now they say that they've discovered life up there on Mars, so let's blow it all to hell and then claim it for ours. We'll paint the moon red, white, and blue for no other reason than we wanted to. Oh, Jupiter, imagine what you could become. A stupid, pointless planet turned into a giant gun. And Russia, so sorry, have to burst your bubble. Be a good sport, now sit back, relax, and watch us through the hubble as we celebrate the greatness of the United Planet of America. Space Force, Space Force. We'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the
day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Now we'll go to infinity and beyond, beyond. You'll hear all manly voices singing Space Force strong. The critics say sound doesn't travel in space, to which we reply sound will do as we say. Oh, Captain Kirk, your achievements, though notable and fine, as far as we're concerned, this is Deep Space Mine. And big fans, but Lord Vader, step away from the lightsaber. There can only be one, of course. Space Force. Space Force, Space Force. We'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun. Yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Space
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
You get to see somebody who's never been around a